Shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. Prize Picks now is giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. So don't miss a chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. Football season was fantastic, but it's time to shift gears to basketball. Trade deadline was exciting. You know I'm rocking with LA and my guys LeBron and Luka. More points, more threes, more rebounds, more. New feature alert. Prize Picks now have early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just download the Prize Picks app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. After watching a friend go through a loss a few weeks ago, I saw how quickly grief turned into financial stress. No one deserves that feeling I saw him feel, ever. And I mean no one. No matter what I offered to help, it wasn't enough. And I promised my family I would never make them feel the same way my buddy felt. Trust me, that experience watching a friend go through financial stress while grieving changed how I think about protecting my own family. Life insurance isn't about expecting the worst, but it's about making sure the people you love are supported no matter what. That's why at Nightcap, we recommend life insurance through Ethos. Ethos makes getting life insurance fast and easy. 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. How much easier can protecting your loved ones get? There's no medical exam. Just answer a few simple health questions. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos now by going to ethos.com/nightcap. In as little as 10 minutes, you can get a free quote up to $3 million in coverage at ethos.com/nightcap. That's Ethos, ethos.com/nightcap. Again, that's ethos.com/nightcap. Application times and rates may vary. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, and that is my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own, Madden ratings adjuster, a former Pro Bowler and an All-Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And do us a favor, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We would like to thank each and every one of you for your eyes, ears, and your word of mouth. Thanks to you, Nightcap has become the success that it's become. And only because of you, we shall continue to grow. So again, thank you for your support and your continued support. Those looking to purchase a bottle of Shea by LaPortier, head over to LaPortierCognac.com if you cannot find it in a state or city near you. It is a premium VSOP cognac, the best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. But don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. Compare it against other cognacs, and you'll see we have the best tasting, smoothest cognac on the market. We have the original, the OG bottle, which is the $750, but now we have the junior, which is the $375. The same great quality, the same taste, and the same smoothness. Please drink responsibly and be safe. We have boxer Ryan Garcia joining us in a bit, but first, Ocho, the Dolphins have released Tyreek Hill today. Hill turns 32 on March 1st and was set to carry a $51.1 million cap hit in 2026, which have given him the highest cap number amongst non-quarterbacks coming into the season. The decision leaves Miami $28.2 million in dead money, but also creates almost $23 million in cap space by releasing Hill now. Yes. Ocho, which team is the best landing spot for Tyreek? The Chiefs, the Bills, or the Chargers?
Mm-hmm. I think Tyreek's next move has to be his best move. Obviously, coming off an injury, going to a team where he's going to be utilized in the correct way. I think the Bills would be a nice place for him. Obviously, I mean, you have Shakir, who was somewhat in that same position and being in the slot, but Tyreek being able to play on the outside. I like the Chiefs. The Chiefs also being able to use him, the correct way, and it all comes down to how healthy is he going to be when he's recovered, even once he goes to rehab. Even a Tyreek Hill that's not as fast as he once was is probably still faster than everybody else. I think that's all what it's going to come down to. I think the Dolphins might have moved on a little too fast, honestly. Just in my own personal opinion, they could have restructured and found a way to get that salary a little bit lower with him coming off that injury. But to let a player of his magnitude go, which is the staple of your offense, obviously having Achane, having Waddle as well, I don't think they should have let him go. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, being 32 and coming off injury, you know how this business works.
Serious injury.
Injury, yes.
That ain't just no ACL. He tore a lot of ligaments and he broke his tibia.
Yeah, I understand, Unc, but rehab, the resources, the access to some of the methods he has to get himself back to where he once was. I think that the chances of him coming back and being the Tyreek of old is possible. And even if he's not the same Tyreek of old, it will still be better than hit damn near 98% of the receivers in the NFL if he's used correctly.
Well, the writing was on the wall. I'm surprised they didn't move on the offseason. After what had transpired the last game, Ocho, we talked about this. The one thing you can't do as a player, players will forgive a lot, but you can't leave them out to dry. You can't quit on them. When things are going bad, that's when your best players, that's when I need Ocho to show up and be his best. I understand, Ocho, we're not going to the playoffs. I understand, Ocho, you're not going to get your customary 90 catches, 1,300 yards. But don't quit on me. Don't be a guy that when things are going good, they go great, and when they go bad, they go terribly, horribly wrong.
Yes.
And so I thought they would move on in the offseason because I knew he would never have the same trust in that locker room that he once had. Go ahead, Ocho.
Can I tell you something? I can tell you why they didn't move on. They didn't move on because they understood his value. They understood his true value, despite him giving up, despite him quitting in that previous season. We can't let someone like this go. Look at the numbers he's put up. Look what he does for us offensively. He makes everyone else's job around him that much easier because everyone has to focus on him in game. So it opens up everything else. So of course they were going to let him go. But now that he's injured, now that he's hurt, and it's kind of up in the air, you don't know what you're going to get. Once he's back healthy, you know what? Now we can let him go. But you'll never find another one.
Let me ask you a question.
You'll never find another player like that.
Did they make the playoffs with him? They can miss the playoffs without him.
I mean, we can say that about a lot of players on a lot of teams.
But at $51 million, I told you that. I said, Ocho.
But you know you wouldn't get 51. You would restructure that, though, Unc. You would restructure that.
I would have moved on, Ocho. Because he's not going to be the same guy in the locker room. They're not going to believe in him. The coaching staff don't believe in him. There's a reason they didn't give him the C again. There's a reason, Ocho. You know that. You've got to do something really, really bad, something really egregious for you to be a captain 1 year, him being the player that he is, and then all of a sudden he's not the captain. Because nobody's going to like, bro, how you the captain? You quit of all people. If I give Ocho the C, I'll get if damn near my leg broke. Hey man, hey doc, what you think? It's broke, Ocho. Can you tape it up? Can I still go? Can I run a stop? You're gonna do everything you possibly can because you understand the importance of that C. You understand the importance of that leadership, and the guys look to you. Once that transpired, I said it's never gonna be the same. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. Now, people try to make it, you old school. I'm telling you, quitting is the worst thing that you can do in a team game. Because if you're by yourself, you're a golfer or a tennis player, who cares if you quit? You withdraw. You withdraw. Right. You got an injury and you can't continue? Okay. Hey, no, who was that? Who was that? Was that somebody had Djokovic was playing somebody in the semifinals, and the guy, he was up 2 sets to love, and he had to withdraw because he had an injury. Okay. He couldn't continue. But as a team, and the thing was, Ocho, he was healthy. And one of the guys, and it got out that Waddle asked him, hey, Reek, you done? You can't. The problem is, Ocho, what you have if you restructure at what number? Because he's going to deem it first of all, he's going to deem it disrespectful that you're cutting his pay based on what he's done. So now, what is the number that you and the team,
that's comfortable,
because you know the team is looking to be here. Tyreek and his representatives are looking to be here. Can we find somewhere in the middle?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, at some point, I'm not sure when it's going to be. You're going to see Tyreek Hill post videos showing how healthy he is. You're going to see him running. You're going to see him running routes, lateral movement, being able to accelerate, being able to stop, being able to transition and do some of the things he once was able to do. I think once those videos are posted on social media, then you're going to understand, okay, he's back. He's back. He might not be Tyreek of old, but even the same Tyreek of old, even if he loses the step, he's still faster and almost better than 98% of those that play his exact position. And a lot of people, they mistake and allow the off-field stuff to kind of camouflage what he's done on the field. Right now, if he was to try today, he's a Hall of Famer. If Tyreek Hill was to never play another down in the NFL, he is a Hall of Famer. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer. For those who don't know and probably said, Ocho, shut the hell up. We need to get
away from that first ballot. After they put T.O. and Coach Belichick in.
I understand because they allow off-field stuff to overshadow what players have done on the field. Look at what he's done on the field. Look at his numbers to date. And obviously knowing Tyreek being 32, as fast as he is, he's probably not going to slow down anytime soon based on the way we've seen players come back from even gruesome injuries like this. I think he's going to be all right. But I feel he's a Hall of Famer based on what he's done thus far to date in the NFL.
I think the thing is also, Ocho, I think he should take his time. I think he had this injury. Yes. I think he did it in week 4. So he's about 5 months into his surgery. Rehab. He should be in no rush. You said his next move should be his best move.
That's got to be his best
I agree. Because the one thing, he left voluntarily Kansas City to go to Miami. Miami, he doesn't leave under the same circumstances. The last thing you want to happen, Ocho, is you go somewhere and then after a year they move on. So now what's the thing? He ain't the same player, so you start to bounce. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Now they ping-pong you. And that's the last thing they want because, like you said, he's coming off a gruesome injury and he's 32.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you what. Y'all do realize, I mean, he was running 4.3 at 31. So, yeah, I agree with you, Ocho. If I don't know if we've ever seen a player this fast have this gruesome of an injury. So we really don't know what he's going to be when he gets back because that's a lot of downforce. That's a lot of deceleration and acceleration. If he can still accelerate, can he still get in and out of those breaks with the quickness? Can he still put fear?
Hey.
Go ahead. Can he still put fear?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Now, Fat. Come here. All right, go ahead, Unc.
No, I think that's the biggest thing. We've never seen a player with this kind of speed to have this kind of gruesome injury because the acceleration and the deceleration. Because the faster you go, because normally guys that run really fast, they have to throw that brake on there to get in and out of the brakes. That's not what Tyreek does. He can he can accelerate and decelerate with in the same.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. But I would take my time. I'm in no rush. I'm Tyreek. My resume speaks for itself. Yes. And they're going to ask him. You know they're going to bring him in. They're going to ask him what happened in that situation. They always do. They always do.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Understanding, knowing what he can do. It's about moving forward. I don't see them rehashing the past because the past is not going to help what you're trying to do and what he can do in helping a team right now in trying to reach their end goal, especially the Kansas City Chiefs, based on them missing the playoff last year and having struggles at that position. I think they'll be happy to bring him back, especially with Eric Bieniemy knowing how to use him the right way.
Let me ask you a question, and Chad, y'all can chime in. In a regular job, if you get fired of your regular job and you go to a new job, they ask you what happened in the old job, Ocho?
You know what? I like it, but it's a different environment with different leaders where he doesn't have to be that main one. You got Mahomes, you got some of those other fellas over there.
When you got the Coach Belichick, what did Coach Belichick ask you?
Oh, he ain't asked me nothing. I know what he did say when I first met him. Listen. Welcome to the to New England. You know you're gonna have to change who you are to be here.
So, but you don't think? If we go to a new team, they're not gonna ask him anything about what transpired.
He's already been there, Unc. He's already been there. He's just coming back home.
He's been where?
In Kansas City before.
I get Kansas City. Kansas City, Kansas City saw some.
If he goes somewhere else beyond that.
I'm saying, but what if he doesn't go to Kansas City? What if he goes to Buffalo? What if he goes to the Charger? I'm not saying going to a familiar situation,
Right.
Yeah, they took Tyreek knowing what had transpired beforehand. Right. So they have an understanding of who Tyreek is.
Yes, sir.
But San Diego, LA, the Chargers don't.
Right.
Buffalo does not. Maybe any other teams does not. So I need to get a sense. I need to get a feel to make sure this situation doesn't arise again. Go ahead, Ocho.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we have any issues. Obviously, the off-field stuff it overshadows what he's done on the field.
No, that was on the field. That wasn't off the field. I know.
I don't think
the divorce and the kids. I don't care nothing about. Hopefully.
Yeah.
The allegations about DV isn't true. I hope the kids. The kids. Hey, that happened. I don't care. I don't care if he got a baby, one baby mama, two baby mama. They ain't got nothing to do. I don't care about that. But what I'm only talking about what transpired the last game of the regular season when he was fully healthy. Yeah, that's it. And I'm not Chad, and I don't want you to. I'm not trying to minimize it. I'm just saying we're talking about because all that, and they might even ask him about that. Yeah. But I'm talking about on the field play. That's what Ocho and I are discussing. Yes, DV is bad. And so I'm not trying to, because y'all know you're going to try to parse words and they're going to clip it and say Unc doesn't care. I do care. Yeah. But I'm not asking him about that because I can read and I'm going to ask him. Who knows? Maybe they call her. I don't know. Maybe they get the police report and deduce what they can from that. All I'm saying is what transpired the last game of the regular season a year and a half ago. That's what's going to be the major concern for teams, all the teams, maybe not Kansas City because they know who Reek is. Andy's very familiar with him. Brett Veach is familiar with him. Obviously, EB is familiar with him. Kelsey, Mahomes, everybody. I saw Chris Jones. Cheetah had the clock.
Yes. Yes.
So, but I'm just saying, I think in a situation like that, Ocho, you get asked those questions. Because it'd be, a great person to be had on tonight would be asked T.O. Because T.O. went from San Fran, he went to Philly, from Philly to Dallas, Dallas to, so did they ask you anything about what transpired at the previous stops? Right.
I mean, it's possible. It's possibly they can. I'm sure it'll be an easy question that he won't have a problem answering. Obviously, being a player, you know how you can get frustrated, but there's certain things you really can't do, especially wearing that C on your chest. And it got to him. In the moment, he was upset. I'm not sure what was going on. I can't remember that previous game or who they were playing, but he was frustrated, especially offensively, because he wasn't being used the way he felt he should.
Well, I think the thing is, Ocho, it's the first time in maybe since his rookie year that he didn't get 1,000 yards. You as a wide receiver, you measure your success by 1,000 yards. Let me get that 1,000, and then I'll deal with it. Hey, I might only have 50 catches, but if I got 50 catches for 1,000 yards, that's 20 yards. I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Yeah, I'm good. Yes.
And so I think that might have played a part in it. And when you're at that level, you see all these young guys. You see what Chase doing. You see what Jetta's doing. You see what Puka's doing. You see Ocho. As we start to get older, we see those young dogs coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn, man. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to get my ass on the damn porch. I can't even run with them no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had an old dog when I was growing up, Ocho. Hey, Joe Boy. That was his name, Joe Boy. Joe Boy got old. The other dogs be running in the yard. He just bark at him. Basically said, I remember I used to be able to do that, but I got to stay up here now.
Can't move. Yeah, he can't move no more.
He can get off the porch to go out there and do his business, but that it, he ain't running with nothing. And he definitely ain't going hunting with those other dogs. But I wish Tyreek the best. I thought for what he's been able to do on the field, the way he turned himself from a gadget guy, a guy's getting some shovel passes, some jet sweeps, flea flickers here and there, a return specialist, and to turn himself into a preeminent receiver. That's dedication. That's hard work. We all have our flaws. We've all made mistakes. But in this situation, I commend him on what he's been able to overcome to turn himself into the receiver that he became. And so I wish him the best, nothing but going forward. But I agree with you 1,000%. Take your time. You should be in no rush. If this thing doesn't happen, I mean, it don't have to happen the first week of March. The signing period is the second week of March, Ocho. I ain't got to get with a team. I ain't going to be able to do anything anyway.
Yeah. But the one thing about it, I think it's going to happen before that. When the time comes, I think teams, especially that need a receiver of his caliber, again, even coming off injury, understanding the value that he can bring once he is healthy, a lot of teams can use that asset. A lot of teams, and just not to go off topic, I love talk about Tyreek. Speaking of receivers that need to be utilized in the right way, that is another Matthew Golden. Yeah. Matthew Golden had that same type of I don't understand what they're doing over there in Green Bay, but I just felt like throwing it out there. They need to utilize him the right way too, because they using him as if he's just a gadget player and he can do somewhat of the same thing Tyreek can. He just hadn't figured it out yet, if that makes sense.
Plus, I think the thing that players get caught up in is that teams do not get caught up into this. Hold on. We're about to invest $15, $20 million. I mean, maybe it would incentive that can get to that number. You have to set aside what a guy once was.
Yes.
And actually pay him and value him on what you believe he'll be.
Right.
We get caught up we get caught up sometimes in that, Ocho. We get caught up, I remember, and we paying for what he was as opposed to what he is.
What he is.
Everything some things do increase in value. Some things they lose value. Hey, I just saw an Enzo Ferrari, I think it was on Meekum, that went for $16 million. Yeah.
The Enzo?
The yellow, it was yellow. I think it was one. I think it was 1 of 1. Yeah. But they're skyrocketing. They're skyrocketing.
Oh yeah.
And so I think for me that's what I think that's what teams are going to look at. I think they'll give him decent money, Ocho, but I think it's going to be a lot of it's going to be incentives.
Yeah. And knowing him, I think he's a player that will be able to hit those incentives, especially if he comes back anywhere near like what he once was.
Miami traded a first round pick, a second round pick, 2 fourth-round picks, and a 6th-round pick to acquire Cheetah in 2022. Despite Tyreek having 2 productive seasons in Miami, in hindsight, what do you think, Ocho? You like this trade?
Yeah.
I like it from a monetary standpoint. That's it.
I mean, yeah, but it's you would never be able to get that anywhere else, huh?
No.
You would never be able to get that anywhere else. This is one of the best receivers, not just of this generation. He's still one of the best receivers of all time. of all time. I think people need to understand the run that Tyreek was on before his injury. This ain't just anybody. So, I mean, it was worth it. And they got what they wanted. Obviously, the end goal is always to win a championship. But there's so many other holes that need to be filled in before we can even talk about a championship down here in Miami any damn way.
So now I don't know, it's going to be hard, because just think now, Ocho, he has 2 more Super Bowls with another Super Bowl appearance. Now, maybe he doesn't have 1,799 and 1,700. Maybe he's around 13, but he has 3 1,300-yard seasons. Now, Ocho, we looking like, hold on. Man, Tyreek got like 12,000 yards and another another 2 Super Bowl rings. Hey, and another all-pro. Hey, I don't know, Ocho, you might be right. Even though we have some issues and don't let anybody fool you. They say they're not supposed to look at off-field issues. It all depends on who it is.
Yeah. They move the goalposts for who they want to, Unc. You know that.
Absolutely.
You understand that, and it's unfortunate that they've been given that kind of power to be able to control the narratives and tell be able to finish your story in their own right. They just have too much power to me, and I don't like politics. If I wanted to play politics, I would have been a politician, and everything becomes political and not what you've done on the field, which is why it is what it is.
You'd be a great politician. Just lie. Just tell people, just tell your constituents what they want to hear. They'll vote you in, and then they get comfortable. That's why these people, 80 plus years old, that's been in office for 40 years.
Yeah.
But, You know,
That's crazy.
look, they say Lady Justice, because Lady Justice supposedly have a scale, so it's justice is
Yes.
supposed to be balanced, and it's supposed to be blindfolded. But every once in a while, she be peeking. Ocho, oh, I see you. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm about to drop
all the
hammer
time.
on you.
Hey, all the time, and depending on it when it comes to that too. Now, certain people play by different rules.
Absolutely.
Certain people play by different rules, and we can see that's going on right now. That's not the kind of talk show that we do have, but as you can see, there's a huge story going on, and there's certain people that play in a whole different ball game,
Yeah.
and run their own system where the rules don't apply to them.
The likelihood of Aaron Rodgers returning to the Steelers for the 2026 season is high, according to Jeremy Fowler. First-year coach Mike McCarthy said he would welcome his former quarterback back in the fold after the pair won a Super Bowl with the Packers. There's a waiting game, however, that could stretch for several months. Similar to last offseason, Rodgers is not rushing his decision, and Fowler reports there is no timeline on Rodgers' decision. Both sides are open to a potential return. Aaron Rodgers tend to take as much time on such matters, so I don't expect a swift resolution. But head coach Mike McCarthy likes Rodgers, of course, from his time in Green Bay. He's a bridge option for them. They've looked hard at quarterbacks in the 2026 draft, so they certainly could draft one. Ocho, what's going on? What's really going on?
Well, you know, goddamn well he coming back, huh? You know damn well he coming back because there is no answer at the position.
Nope.
Even if not the same, even not the same Aaron Rodgers. No, McCarthy is familiar with him. They played. I mean, he had him at Green Bay. What answer do you have at that position to say, you know what, we can move on for Aaron Rodgers and he doesn't have to come back? I mean, will you rely on a 43-year-old quarterback?
Yeah, I think he'd be 42.
As your starting
Yeah,
quarterback? You don't have it. Yeah, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Just to even compete in this NFL, obviously we've seen it all season. You need a quarterback, and sometimes age really doesn't matter depending on who it is. Matt Stafford at 37. Then you have Drake May. How the hell do the goddamn Patriots go from 4-13 to 14-3 the following year? It's because of the quarterback play. Obviously, coaching plays a goddamn factor, but you still need a quarterback. I mean, it just is what it is. Sam Darnold, look what he did in Minnesota. He goes to goddamn Seattle. Obviously, there's some other pieces that matter, obviously, organizationally. They won a Super Bowl. Who gives the Steelers their best chance to compete? I'm not saying win, but just compete. Right. It would be 43-year-old Aaron Rodgers. And it's just the way the NFL is. It's just the way it's built. It's the way it's structured. You need a quarterback. Unless you have one, you don't have a chance, even if he's 42 years old.
And that's what they say. They're looking for a bridge. They could certainly go draft one in 2026. I don't know. It would strike me as odd to go in the free agent market and get a quarterback when you have Aaron Rodgers, the potential of Aaron Rodgers, because the guy that comes in free agent, Ocho, he's looking to start. He ain't looking to be no bridge. Yeah. He ain't looking to have, okay, Aaron Rodgers going to start this year and then we'll put you in next year. That's not why a guy comes in free agency to your building.
Right.
He's coming to be a start. He's coming with the intention, the intention, not attention, the intentions of starting.
Yes.
So they're probably going to have to go into the market. They're going to probably have to go into the draft and draft a quarterback, because I don't see a scenario where you go get one in free agency and ask him to sit for a year. I don't think that. I don't think he'll be. Me personally, I don't think he'll be comfortable with that.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it too, the way they treat young quarterbacks right now too, we've heard Tom Brady talk about it. We heard some other players that play quarterback talk about how they're so much impatient and they're not allowing quarterback to develop. They're not allowing quarterback to develop. There's so much pressure on them. They're going to bad teams, and owners are impatient when they don't have instant success. Yeah. And it's unfortunate. And I think they're going to continue to have those problems, especially if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back. It's going to put them right back in quarterback purgatory.
Well, what happens is that you have Jaden Daniels in his first year, he goes to the NFC Championship games. You have Drake May in his second year get all the way to the Super Bowl. You see Bo Nix in his second year have his team in the AFC Championship game. You see Caleb Williams has his team. So people automatically assume, well, if he did it, why can't I got to do it?
No.
But you know that's how people think, Ocho.
Yeah, but also look at the quarterbacks you name. Jaden Daniels ain't no slouch. He's good. He was able to do it in college. Caleb Williams wasn't no slouch. He's really good. He was able to do it in college. So if you look at the quarterback coming out this year in the draft, I mean, Do you see one in the draft this year or one in collegiate football that comes in and changes the direction of your organization? I mean, let's be honest.
I don't. But Ocho, it's the same thing. People see your success and ask, why can't I have that level of success? Because they don't see what you're doing behind the scenes. So you don't know what type of program, what type of organization, and what type of stability that they provided for him. All you're looking at it from the outside. So you're on the outside looking in like, damn, it looked like fun in there. But you don't know what it did to have that kind of fun. But all I see is a first-year and second-year quarterbacks getting to the Super Bowl, getting to AFC championship games, NFC championship game, getting to the divisional round of the playoffs. But you want me to sit here and say, okay, we got 3 years. Huh? NFL is very impatient. They're very, very impatient. You know why, Ocho?
Yeah.
Because the salaries are getting astronomical. And I've got to make a decision.
Yes.
See, I've got to make a decision within 3 years. Am I going to get this guy $300 million?
Right.
So you talk about, hey, let him develop. This is a Polaroid. I'm going to shake his ass. I need this thing developed real quick. Hey, you know, back in the day, Ocho, when you didn't have the instant camera, you had to send the thing off. You take it to the drugstore, they send it off. Well, I think it'll be back. No, hell no. I need this right now. Let me see. Come on.
Yeah. And matter of fact, small example on organizations that have to make it happen right now. If they want instant success, you got to build around your quarterback. Tennessee with Cam Ward, they're going to have to continue to build and put pieces around their quarterback. Las Vegas Raiders, they got a hell of a job ahead of them. Huh?
Yeah.
They got a hell of a job ahead of them based on the way they looked last year, knowing that they're going to draft Fernando Mendoza with the number 1 pick. You got to get some pieces.
I agree.
You got to get some. And the best way to do that is, for one, you got to let Brother Crosby go. You got to let Brother Crosby go because to be able to get what you need, not only offensively, but defensively, you're going to need the value that he brings in a trade. You're going to need it because you're fooling yourself. You think just bringing Mendoza in, all of a sudden things are going to change. That's not the way it works.
But if you go look at what they had or what they put around, go look at Caleb Williams. Look at what they put around him. They got DJ Moore. They drafted Coastal Loveland. They Burton, Roman Doomsday. The running back, they shored up the offensive line. Okay, Drake May. Yes. They go get Booty was already there, but they go get a Stephon Diggs. Look at the running back. They had Ramondre Stevens, but they go get Henderson. You see what they did around him, and I think that's the way that you have to. That's the way you see what they did with CJ. You get a Nico Collins, you get a running back, you got to bring pieces in. Now they're still there, I think the Texans are going to go back into the offensive line. I saw Tank Dell working out, and he's like, okay, he probably still has a ways to go, but they're probably going to go get another receiver. I can assure they're going to get a running back because I don't know if Joe Mixon's going to come back, Ocho. Listening to them talk, and I could be wrong, and maybe I'm reading too much into this situation. But the way they was talking, this didn't seem good. This is not like something that we expect him to be back this year.
Right.
But like you said, you've got to put great pieces around the quarterback because there are very few quarterbacks that can really elevate a team in his first or second year. There have been a few. There are a handful of them, Ocho. There are a handful.
A handful of them. But hold on. Even those quarterbacks that can elevate a team, still look at what they had around them. Look what they had around them. They just happen to be that good. And then you also had pieces around you. Like it takes a special quarterback to go to a very bad team and elevate everybody else. That means he has to do almost everything else right when nobody else is. Everybody's not as good to me, but I'm so good I can make up for all our weaknesses. You know how difficult that is at that position?
But even if you go back and look at it, even though Kansas City had Tyreek and they had Kelsey, they still brought in Samuel Watkins. Yeah, they still brought in Valdez. You see, they still kept adding pieces. They had McKinnon, and they had we're not satisfied, and it's like, man, we got our ass kicked in the against Tampa. What they do? Rebuilt the whole offensive line.
Yeah, got to.
And they're going to redo it. They're going to reshuffle it again, and they're going to go. They're going to go out and get some players. They got to get better defensively too, Ocho. They took a step back defensively.
Yeah, they're not the same. They're not the same.
But I'm not surprised. The thing is that when you get, I mean, I take my hat off to these older guys because I know as I got older, I just got tired of hearing the same verbiage, and I can just imagine what it is for a quarterback.
Right.
I don't want to hear it no more, man. Is there any way I can just show up on Friday, practice Friday, leave Saturday, and play on Sunday? I need a scenario like that. Bucky Brooks at NFL.com ranked the biggest Super Bowl windows heading into next season. Seahawks were 1, Rams were 2, Patriots was 3, Eagles were 4, Broncos 5, Bears 6, Jags 7. Ocho, what do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Unfortunately, your Bengals were not on there.
Hold on, bring that to me one more time.
Seahawks had the biggest window heading into next season, followed by the Rams, followed by the Patriots, followed by the Eagles, followed by the Broncos, followed by the Bears, followed by the Jags.
Hold on, you said the biggest window.
Yes.
Now, the biggest window on what? What, repeating and going
Super
back?
Bowl window heading into next season.
Oh, you know what? I like that list, and I like that list. I'm not even going to base it on the quarterbacks. I'm going to go with that list based on the defenses that they have. Based on the defenses that they have, obviously.
But all of them do have quarterbacks.
I mean, yeah, and that also plays a part. But because of the defenses, I think I like that list. Obviously, Josh Allen's not listed. Lamar's not listed. Obviously, my Bengals aren't listed. And what are our weaknesses? What are our weaknesses? What are the weaknesses of the Bills? The defense was. What are one of the weaknesses?
They're over the cap right now. That they can fight. They can restructure. Probably restructure Josh. Restructure James Cook. Bosa only signed a 1-year deal. We'll see what they do with Epinesa, Rousseau, some of those guys. We'll see what they do with that. Obviously, Lamar is the biggest question mark. Okay, what are we going to do with him?
Right.
Steve Bisciotti has made it abundantly clear he would love to have him back, but if that's not the direction that Lamar wants to go in, we'll play it out and we'll go from there. So Lamar's about $70 million against the cap. They got to get better defensively too, Ocho. They got to get some receivers because I don't know what happened to Bateman this year. I don't, Ocho. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Lamar getting his deal done this offseason. They got to get him under the cap. He can get a new deal. As far as defense, they need it bad. They need an edge rusher. They need someone. They need an impact player on the edge. I'm not sure who they can go get. There's so many different variables and measures you can take to improve in that area, and everything starts on defense. They have to get that moniker that they always stood by or always talk about, play like a Raven. They look nothing like that. They look nothing like that. And on the back end, I'm not sure Marlon Humphrey, if he's coming back, Nate Wiggins this offseason, you got to come together. You got to come together. You have to be that centerpiece in that secondary along with Kyle Hamilton to lead that goddamn secondary. And they need one piece, just one on the edge. Yeah. I don't know who it could be. You just need one.
They'll be very active. Steve is not very happy with missing the playoffs. He let it be known. He was so displeased with that, he fired the head coach. So I can't give you any clear indication that Steve was upset with how this season played out. And maybe there are a lot of things. I mean, the running back situation, the team, and sometimes it's just best. Sometimes we just need Ocho. Sometimes your voice and her voice, y'all just tired of each other. You get with somebody else, she get with somebody else, and everybody's just so happy.
Yeah.
It's like that sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with that. What happened? We just grew apart. After 19 years, sometimes you're not. It's hard to, you have to be willing to evolve because nobody's the same. The person that you met the very first day, I don't care if you with them for a year. I don't care if you with them for 50 years. That's not the same person. A year later, 20 years later, 30 years later, 50 years later. They evolved, you evolved, and each party had to be willing to evolve with other party
together. Yeah, and that's the hard part. Obviously, in a coaching standpoint, is when you do evolve, everything has to be in alignment. Most of the time, everything's not in alignment when it comes to coaches and players hear it so much it becomes. You regurgitate the same thing over and over. They tired of hearing the same message from the same voice. And sometimes changing the voice, it's different. It's different. And so, listen, even as a Bengal, I'm hoping for the Ravens to have some sort of success and be able to compete once again and be at the top of the AFC along with my team. But until they find somebody to come off that edge, Unc, or somebody to help with that D line,
they ain't doing nothing.
It ain't
in
gonna
the
happen.
secondary. Like I said, I mean, you're asking your secondary to hold up for that length of time, and they're just not good enough to be able to do that. No. And when the guy has 5, 6, 7 seconds, I mean, there are some like. Bro, ain't nobody go. I mean, Revis and Time together wouldn't be able to hold up when the guy's just taking 6, 7 seconds to throw the football. But you got to have some pressures. But I like this. But there's no. Think about it. The Rams, their quarterback, #1 overall draft pick. The Bears, quarterback, #1 overall draft pick. The Jags, quarterback, #1 overall draft pick. Seahawks, quarterback, 3rd pick in the draft. Patriots, quarterback, 3rd pick in the draft. Eagles, quarterback, the first, 2nd pick in the second round. The Broncos, quarterback, a top 15 pick. It's not an accident that Bucky listed these teams, and each one of these teams has stability at their most important position.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not an accident.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Seahawks, they're going to have to, what do we do with Kenneth Walker? Can we do it with Spoon? If I'm them, I trade Wolin. I trade him. I'm not gonna let him leave for nothing. I'm not gonna pay him, Ocho. I'm not.
I think he's a restricted free agent, huh?
I trade him. I got his rights. I'm trading him.
Yeah, he gonna get paid.
I just can't pay him because you can't pay both of them. You want Spoon or you want Wolin?
You can't.
You want Spoon or you want Wolin? I'm gonna give you a choice.
Yeah. You can't keep them both. And they got to take care of Mr. Walker too now. They got to take care of
what
Mr.
you gonna
Walker.
do with JSN?
Oh, he finna break the
I'm
bank.
just asking you.
Hey, hold on. Him and Puka.
Yes.
Him and Puka.
So I just need to, you need to tell me what you gonna do. Because you can, and I get it. I think in order of importance for the Seahawks, probably Spoon, JSN, Walker's at the low end.
Yeah, I mean, you know how they treat unless you're absolutely special. Yes. Unless you're one of them special individuals, that's the way the cookie crumbles. There's always a pecking order in everything. Always a pecking order.
So,
hold on. Baby, Fat, what Papa? Okay, can you go up there with Papa so I can hear? I can't hear. No, you want to stay there? Okay, can you turn down YouTube? Let me turn this down because can you hear her? Can you hear the YouTube? Oh, you can't. Okay. If you can't hear it, okay, cool.
But if it's distracting you, I can't hear. We can't hear it.
Okay. I'm just making sure because I can hear it clear as day and it's loud. She listened to some K-pop thing. You know what K-pop is?
I know that South Korean group.
Yeah, hold on. Let me turn it down a little bit, because
the stages, young people, young kids, and old people both got hearing problems. But no, I like this group. Most of these teams got outstanding defenses. I'm surprised the Texans are not on here, but the Texans got some issues. They got is Stroud their guy, and then Will Anderson Jr.
Yeah.
That's a big payday. That's a big payday.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, between the two, you're probably looking at Ocho. You're probably looking at $350-400 million.
Easy.
Yeah, very easy. I'm not saying Will Anderson's gonna get Michael's money, but he's gonna be damn in the ballpark.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely gonna be in the ballpark. He definitely gonna be in the ballpark.
He definitely got a seat in the ballpark.
He's gonna be up there.
Jalen Hurts has been voted the most hated player in the NFL on data analysis by website Vegas Insider. Hurts got a hate score of 10, the highest in the league and the strongest negative fan reaction. Ocho, why do you think Hurts is the most hated player across the league?
I think Hurts is the most hated player across the league because he wins, huh? He's been winning. He's been winning since Alabama. He came to Philly, and he's been a winner since he's gotten there. They don't like the way he do things, but he only does what they ask of him. And the results in what they ask of him, even though it's not pretty, even though it's not aesthetically pleasing to the eye, Jalen Hurts wins all the time. Now, obviously, players, those that play the game, will continue to nitpick at what he's not able to do. Obviously, last season, everything coming to a head because the things that everybody complains about, see, this is why we're not winning right now, because he can't do X, Y, and Z. But still, he is the most hated to me, obviously, because I think he wins with doing the least at his, current position. But it works for them. It has worked, and just last season it just didn't.
People talk about what's the context. I hate you, Ocho. What context? I don't need no damn context.
You just hate me for no reason.
People talk about what's the context. He's the most hated player, and I think a lot of it has to do with Ocho. He wins, but it's not, like you said, it's not aesthetically pleasing. He doesn't win like they want him to win or how they envision he should be winning. They look at how Lamar or Josh Allen or this guy or that guy win. Well, he ain't winning like that. The objective is to win. You don't get more or less points for winning pretty. And I think that, and I think that's what, some people, everybody can't win like Peyton Manning, can't win like Tom Brady. Some people have to do it a different way, and that's okay. But what?
It's your fault.
How's it my fault?
What?
Somebody's my fault.
Oh yeah, it's your. Hold on, let me tell you the people whose fault it is on why people hate Jalen Hurts. For one, we're gonna go with Cam Newton. We're gonna go with you too. Unc. Let me see who else. Did Shady say anything? I'm not sure if Shady said anything.
I think Shady supports him.
Oh,
yeah, Shady normally. You normally rock with your squad.
Yeah. I mean, you heavy on him. Cam heavy on him. Cam
the
really
tush
heavy
push.
on him, boy.
People don't like the tush push. Look, the thing is, Ocho,
if my quarterback squats 600 pounds, that's on you. You got to stop.
I think the thing is, Ocho, his interviews, we don't get a chance to see his personality. I'm sure the guy that we see in front of the camera is not the guy that he is in the locker room. And people like to see personality. I think that's why people and Peyton didn't show a whole lot of personality until Peyton retired. Brady, people talked about Brady's sense of humor and things like that, but he didn't really show it. He was really buttoned up.
No.
So I think we're holding Jalen Hurts, or I'm not holding it to him. He is what he is. I'm not casting him in a movie or a commercial thing, so it really doesn't matter to me. But I think the thing is that people really do want to, is he really this buttoned up? Is he really just this matter of fact? And no, he's not excited. I'm happy, but it's on to the next. You're not even gonna give yourself. You're not gonna give yourself an opportunity to celebrate the Super Bowl. You're not gonna give yourself an opportunity. And I think. I think that has something to do with it. I do.
Yeah, a little bit. But you got to understand, especially the quarterback position, you have to carry yourself a certain way. I think Jalen Hurts goes to the extreme with it when it comes to being buttoned up, when it comes to strictly about business. Obviously, you heard his comments after winning the Super Bowl, right back to business, right back to work. But off camera, these individuals are nothing like that. Tom Brady, nothing like that. Peyton Manning, nothing like that. Until you're able to see them outside of that environment, outside of having to be the franchise quarterback and the leader of said team, you'll never know him. And that's one of the things that I actually hate, that people now, obviously when I was playing, I'm like, well, damn, seeing Tom here, being on the same team with him, he's nothing like what I saw on camera. Seeing Peyton Manning at the Pro Bowl. Wait a minute, this ain't nothing like
the
dude I see that answers everything like a goddamn presidential candidate in front of the camera. No, I just hate that people can't be themselves. You were yourself, but you were a tight end. You put the camera in front of me, the same person you see on Nightcap, the same person you saw on the field in front of the camera.
We were.
Man, Could you imagine?
My mind won't let me. Shady did say people in the locker room don't like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
But I'm sure.
I mean, you're not there to be liked. I'm not part of this team. For me to come here every day with you for 6 months out the year, for you to like me.
I agree.
We are supposed to have one goal in mind when we walk in this building. That's to win a championship together. And that doesn't entail me having to like you.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I agree. Yeah.
It doesn't.
Liking me, as long as you respect me, we cool. We ain't
Yeah.
got to be best boys. I'm not coming to your house. You not coming to my house.
You come to my house.
Hey, we cool. Hey,
we not hanging out together.
Nope. He's married. He seems to be happy in this situation. He seems to be a loner. He seems to be about, hey, I'm here to do a job, the best job I possibly can, and I'm going home to my wife. That's
Yes, sir.
where I am. And I don't begrudge that. I just think sometimes you do, as a teammate, have to get outside your comfort zone. Because y'all was like, hey, boys, what y'all doing tonight? Man, we going to the Moose. So we go, all right, I'm going.
Yeah.
Man, what y'all doing? Man, we playing, we shooting dice. How you play? We explained it to him. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
Sometimes as a quarterback, Ocho, because you already put on a pedestal, whether you like it or not, whether you ask for it or not. The last thing that you want the team to think is that, oh, he really
you
thinks
bigger
he's
than everybody else.
He think he better than us.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just like, hey, guy, hey. Sometimes, Ocho, you have to, hey, you throw a dinner.
Yeah.
Sometimes, hey, I know he probably don't gamble or anything like that, but hey, y'all got a poppy shot machine or a shoot pool. Hey, sometimes you gotta let your hair down. I know, hey, but I shouldn't have to, but it's a different environment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes, Ocho, when you the head of a company, you gotta take them out to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it works sometimes. Why are you looking at me, Ash?
Yeah.
And let Ash order all the bull jive that she want. Yeah, especially steakhouses. Because you already know, y'all got skirt? Oh, what comes on this salad? What'd you get?
Filet mignon or ribeye.
Well, you didn't get filet. You got a ribeye?
I got filet.
Oh. You normally get some bull jive, too. And the calamari. Who got the calamari?
You did.
I didn't eat not one piece. All I know is I ordered it and didn't eat none of it. But I did see somebody little fingers keep with that fork, that spoon, just keep. That was you.
I got the potatoes al gratin.
No, I'm talking about the calamari that came out first. But look, everybody ain't gonna be like Ocho. You can't make everybody happy, nor should you attempt to.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, some people have energy, this kind of energy where you can't help but like it. Sometimes some people are infectious, no matter what, you know. So, yeah, hey, if you can find Chad, if you can find somebody that don't like me, genuinely, that don't like me, I pay you $5,900.
Well, damn. Well, I don't like your ass because you owe me $5,900. So there you go.
Hey, I think, you know, it regardless of era, regardless of whether it's my era, whether it's the current era, whether it's the era before mine, everyone genuinely likes me. Now, they might not agree with the way, you know, the way I played or some of the antics that I did, but there's no way, there is no absolute way that anyone that dislikes me, if there's anyone that dislikes me, it's something wrong with you. It got to be something wrong. It got to be something wrong with you, and we need to get you help. Chad, I'm sure, Chad, you can agree.
Yeah. I 1,000% agree. Yeah, you look, everybody's not gonna be, you know, for whatever reasons. I tried to be amenable to everybody. I tried to joke with everybody. But I took winning serious. I took practice serious. I took meeting serious. I didn't want to see you sleeping. I didn't want to see you bull jiving around because you know that could cost us a game. I mean, we only had 16 of those things, and you bull jiving around, and you're not taking it serious. That probably rubbed me the wrong way, and maybe that rubbed some of my teammates the wrong way. Because obviously you see how I am now, so you could just imagine.
Imagine back then. Hey, Unc, you would. Hey, But you would have been mad at me if I was your teammate, boy.
Man, stop bullshitting so much, Ocho.
Hey, you would have been cussing me out. I can see you now, Ocho. What you got for us today? What you got for us today if you score? Boy, I would have.
I don't mind. As long as you ain't getting no penalty, I'm cool with that. As long as you take practice serious, like we out there, we trying to get better. Because I ain't out here for my help. It's cold or it's hot or whatever it be. And everybody, every day, even though I try to put on a brave face, there are sometimes I was dealing with stuff that you just got to get through. Mm-hmm. But that was my own thing. I don't care. You married, you got kids. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about your girlfriend. I don't care about none of that. Leave that at home. When you come here, we come in here to get better. Now, when you go back home, you got to be able to compartmentalize. When you take your ass back home, you have to deal with mama then. Yeah. But when you here,
separate. You got to be able to separate the two.
Who? Man, Steph, y'all full of John. I didn't have no Jordan. Did I eat the cup? Yes, you did. I got one. I picked up one piece.
Of what?
So what happened to the rest of the plate? Now, I don't know.
What y'all went to dinner? Where y'all went?
Some steakhouse right down the street.
Ooh, y'all got money.
I say, well, damn. Yeah, you on the plane though. You didn't get in till late.
Hey, you ordered the wagon?
Nah, I ain't even. I ain't gonna. I let Ash tell you what happened to my steak.
It was burnt. They burnt it.
It was cooked perfect, but somebody ate it.
I hope you ain't.
I had like two bites. Did you forget that part?
You send it back?
Somebody ate my steak.
Hey, you ain't send it back?
No, I ain't send it back. I did.
Oh, I was gonna say, hey, can I know. Listen, I hate going to dinner with people who like.
Oh, we'll send it back. If you F it up, I'm sending it back. Yes.
Oh hell no! Come on, don't tell me you wanted them, Unc. Nah, man, I don't like that, man. I feel bad from a waitress. I hate them having to run back and forth. There are people in the world starving. Okay, if they don't get the food correctly, right? How you still eat it?
No, I ain't eating it. Hell no.
Nah, I don't send them back. I don't like that.
If I'm paying $100, $150, $200, $300 for a steak, right? It better be chef's kiss. It better be delicioso.
Yeah, hey, I hate. Hey, Unc, I don't mean to turn my personal business, boy. I left a chick at a restaurant one time like that, man. If you send your food back, and if you don't, I hate not only when you send your food back, but when you talk to waiters any kind of way. I don't do that. Like they beneath you.
I don't talk to them.
Man, I left her there. Oh, you just gonna leave? You not gonna pay? I ain't paying, man. I'm good.
Oh,
man.
I send mine back all the time because I want a dry plate. Because you know how they put the gravy on the juice on the plate. Oh, they got to send that back. I want a dry plate.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I'm sending it back. It needs to be cooked like I ordered it. I ordered it medium.
Yeah.
Don't bring it to me well.
Whoa, medium. Yeah. You don't get it medium well?
I get it medium, no.
Oh, that's too much pink on the inside.
Just right amount of pink. You don't see. No, I asked like, oh, rare.
Rare?
Rare.
Who eat their food? Nah, come on now. Don't nobody eat no steak. No, she just playing. She playing.
She get a medium rare.
Oh, okay.
That's still too much for me. Sometimes you get medium plus.
What that mean?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Ryan!
All right, guys, welcome to the stage. Now he has an upcoming WBC welterweight title fight against Mario Barrios on Saturday. Barrios is working with Ryan's former trainer, Joe Goosen. Ryan, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Good to see you, man.
All right, Ocho, take it away.
Listen, obviously you have a big fight coming up. Based on film that you've watched, is there anything that you see from Mario that can give you problems in this upcoming fight?
Do I think anything that can give me problems with?
Yeah, anything that he does well, that might be able to give you problems. Obviously, round by round, you'll have to make certain adjustments as the fight goes on. But based on what you watch from him in previous fights, is there anything that you have to watch out for?
Well, you got to watch out for. Obviously, he has a good height and reach on him. So we got to, that faces some challenges, but it's nothing that we haven't, seen before. Years of fighting. Right. I don't want to, I guess, go into too much detail because it
Yeah.
kind of gives
Don't do
him
that.
an
Don't do that.
idea of what I expect from him. So for me,
Right.
it's just I see some things, but we'll be ready for whatever he got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Okay,
concerned?
okay.
Do you have any concerns, any worries that your former trainer, who you worked with in the past, that knows you very well, is now in his corner training him?
No, I really don't. Boxing, it's I mean, it is part of the trainer, but with Joe, I didn't spend that much time with him. It would be different if it was somebody that I spent years and years and years with. But Joe was in there for a short period of time, and if anything, I think it gives me advantage. I know exactly how he trains, exactly how he trains, and I know it ain't what I'm doing. I know I'm doing. I definitely see it as more of an advantage for me. But I do feel like it's messed up though. I'm like, damn.
Why do you feel it's messed up?
Just because of the conversations I've had with Joe before, and it was just kind of like, oh, okay. The opportunity came, you took that pretty quick, not even a call, So I mean, no hard feelings, right? It's part of the game, but I just felt like that was a little weird, but shit, ain't no loyalty in this game.
No.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's business. That's the way business works. Obviously, when it comes to trainers, they have an opportunity. Mario saw an opportunity to be able to train with someone that is somewhat familiar with your game. And most of the time, regardless of what they tell them, once you get in the ring, it doesn't matter how much training you do, you still got to go in there and fight. You still got to go in there and land punches. You still have to go in there with some sort of game plan. And I'm sure you're going to be ready. I'm pretty excited. And what I don't want to do, but I have to ask, I don't want to put the carriage before the horse. When you win this fight, I'm telling you, you're going to win. I'm saying it ahead of time. When you win this fight, what do you see next for you as your big mega fight? There's so many different fights. All of us want to see you, Devin Haney, maybe Shakur. I think Gervonta Davis right now. I think he's going through with some personal issues right now. Is there anything you'd like to see after you get this fight over?
Right now I'm not trying to look too far ahead, but I've said
that's what I said.
I've said it before. I'm really interested in the Shakur fight. It just it gets me going. And those are the type of fights that you'll see the best out of me. So definitely, he's somebody I wanna look into after this fight for sure.
Right.
Barrios is a dangerous fighter. I mean, he ain't no cup. It ain't like you just got to walk. You got a Sunday picnic, right? I mean, he's a dangerous fighter. Obviously, we know what you bring to the table, and when you've locked in, you're as good as they have at the division in which you in. Are you locked in? Are you ready to fight come Saturday night? Can we expect to see the best Ryan Garcia?
Oh, 100%. I'm so excited to show everybody. It's one of those things when you're so innerly confident, you just want to show the world what you got and what you've been preparing for. So for me, I'm as locked in as I've been. So I can't wait the opportunity to show you guys. All I can do is say, I can't wait to show you. That's it. I mean, I feel like talk is cheap at this point. You just got to do it.
Why the long layoff? Why the long stretches? I mean, what's going on?
My whole career has been like that. I get some momentum and then all of a sudden, stuff happens and I'm forced to take some time off. I don't know. That's just how it's been. But you've seen me when I get some type of consistency in fights and in training camps, you see the best versions of me. So, right here, we went straight to work. After the Rolando fight, we took the loss, but we learned a lot of lessons with it. And we got right back to work. So you're going to see a great performance this time around.
After this fight, ideally, how many times would you want to fight in 2026? Can you see one more?
Definitely can see,
before the New Year?
I definitely could see one more for sure, possibly two, but 100% one more. We got to keep it consistent. That's key with me. You got to keep it consistent.
Right.
In boxing, that's what it's about. You got to be active. That's the main thing in boxing. You got to be active, and that makes that's when Canelo was the greatest. When he was active, and Floyd and everybody when they continue fight, that's when their best performance are.
And not only being active, you're one of the few fighters that I think doesn't duck any smoke. You don't care about who the opponent is. You want to fight the best of the best, and for that, when obviously after this Barrios fight, I really look forward to, you being able to get the Shakur fight, or maybe you being able to get that rematch with Javante once he gets his issues handled, outside of the ring. So, man, I can't wait. I'm excited. Obviously, Ryan, we met multiple times. You know how much I love the sweet science. So I'm really looking forward to it.
How do you feel coming into this fight? Are you good? Are you where you want to be weight wise? Are you going to be able to make weight? There are no. I don't think there are any rehydration clauses in this, and so you'll be able to rehydrate, eat, and be able to have a great fight come Saturday night. Are you where you want to be? Have you had a great camp? No injuries, no setbacks, just full steam ahead.
No, this camp has been amazing. Everything's dialed in, from the diet to the training to the sparring. Everything's been on point. No problems making weight at all. They just had the 7-day check-in weight, the WBC, and I was 149. So I'm right there. That's it's not even a cut, really. So that's what happens when you pay attention to everything and you follow the diet and everything. It's easy. So we definitely gonna have a smooth night come Saturday.
Right. What do you walk around? What's your weight? What do you walk around when let's just say you're 2 months after this fight? What's your walk around weight?
I'll say like 160.
Oh yeah, that ain't nothing.
Yeah, 160 is pretty good. But when I was when I took that year off, when they suspended me for a year, I was like 181, 182.
What?
Yeah. This boy was big. And it didn't look good either. That's the problem.
Hey, I have a question. I've always wanted to ask this. Obviously, not really understanding it when it comes to winning. When you win fights and you win belts, whether it's WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, how do you feel? What do you think about sanctioning fees? Do you think sanctioning fees is something that needs to be done away with, or do you feel okay with paying sanctioning fees for belts?
I just think we need to know where the money's going at, to be honest. If you agree to the sanctioning fee, I guess we should know where our money's going to. If it's going to a good cause, or if it's going to retired fighters, like they say, or because I care about fighters that are retired and that have issues. So for me, I just want to know where the money's going. I think that's key for me. I love the rich history of the belts, and I love the organizations that what it represents. And Muhammad Ali held those belts, and all these great fighters of the past, and I wouldn't want to get rid of them in any way. So for me, it's a double-edged sword, but there definitely needs to be some new regulations and a little bit more inspection, I guess.
Right.
How do we make sure we get the Ryan Garcia that we saw fight Devin Haney, which I believe was one of your best fights?
Yeah.
How do we make sure on Saturday night that Ryan Garcia shows up against Barrios?
It's all within me, man. I learned a lot of lessons, especially after the Haney fight, and even what I represented, during the Haney fight. I didn't treat my body like a temple. I definitely just thought I was superhuman. I thought I could just keep on doing stupid things and my talent would take care of everything. But those stuff catch up to you, and God humbled me in a real way. And it's all about being disciplined and making sure that, every part of your body's working like a system. And once I understood that, and I really took time, after my fight with Rollies, just to really learn myself, learn my body. And then I just started building momentum. And then I felt like myself again for the first time in a long time. And I think that's when I seen the light again. And I was like, okay, I'm really that guy. My hands are really that fast. I'm really that guy. When I'm locked in, I'm that guy. Nobody can really touch me. Then I just felt that way. Then it just carried over all the way through camp. And then now I'm just in love of just making sure I'm the sharpest, the cleanest I could be, and just healthy, and just I just know nobody could really mess with me when I'm at my top of my top game, because I'm fast, I'm twitchy, and I'm on everything. So I fell in love with that. I'm like, damn, what am I doing? I really got it like that. I cannot be giving it up for whatever reasons. It's all about sacrifices in life. The greatest things in life has came through sacrifice. And I needed a reality check, and I definitely got it.
What have you done There's been some negative comments to your reputation, maybe some of the things you've said, some of the things that you've done, but what are some of the concrete changes that you've made in your life to make sure the things that have transpired that kind of held you back, kept you from being the best person that you can be? What are some of the changes that you've made, be it personnel in your life, maybe the steps that you've taken that make sure that we don't get a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it had to do with just, mental health issues. So we definitely started there. And then we had to, really take a step back and realize what's really going on. You know what I mean? It's like, why am I drinking so much? Why am I crashing out so hard about certain things and, not caring about myself? I was in self-destruction mode after the Haney fight. After feeling like I was set up and, and just feeling like it was so injustice, because in my heart, I may have been drinking and doing all of that, but I never took steroids in my life, and I'll go down to my deathbed with that. And it just hurts me because I got tested the whole time through, and it really damaged my heart. And I just wanted to like say, fuck everything. I don't care about anything. I don't care about my reputation. I just lost it. Like, I definitely went into a manic state of just not giving a fuck. You know what I mean? And it really destroyed a part of my life and a part of my reputation, part of my relationship with God, everything. I wanted to tear everything down, everything. So it was just self-reflection, therapy, and staying away from toxins that will mess with your brain. You don't. Drinking is not good, kids, and I would go into the healthy lifestyle. If you could learn sooner rather than later, do it. And I may have kicked his ass off a couple of shots, but don't you think that's possible to do it again and again? Might not ever happen again. It'll never happen again for sure. I don't know how I won that fight, but basically, just cleaning my lifestyle and making those changes in my life, in my heart, and shifting my eyes towards God, and that's really what did it for me.
I respect that, bro, for you accepting, for you taking accountability and says, hey, I've made some mistakes in my life. I understand the mistakes that I've made, and I'm doing the best job I possibly can to make sure this Ryan Garcia going forward is something that I can be proud of, my family, my fans can be proud of. So Ocho and I take my hat off to you, bro. Congrats.
Yeah, most definitely.
At this point, it's like I'm fighting for a world championship. And, part of me is like, maybe it's good I never really got that championship. Yeah, I got the fame, and I had all the money and everything, but to represent what a champion really is, I don't think I was ready to do that. You know what I mean? It's like, to be a champion, I see like an honorable dude that you want to see like, damn, that's how he holds himself. You know what I mean? And I know I'm ready for that now. Like, when I get that title, I'm going to hold it proudly, and I'm going to kick ass. And we're not running from no smoke as a champion. I promise you that. That's 100%. After Saturday night, I'm ready to rumble again. I ain't gonna just keep holding that belt.
Yeah.
And well, I tell you what, you win Saturday night, come back on here and tell us how you did it.
Oh, okay. Dang, I got the invite already back. Let's go.
Hell yeah, you got the invite. You come back anytime you like, man. Well, hey, look, best of luck. You look like you're in great shape. You're in great spirits. You said you had a great camp. Ocho and I, the Nightcap family, wish you the absolute best of luck, and we look forward to talking to you down the road.
Hey, see you guys soon.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man.
All right, peace.
That's him. Ryan Garcia takes on Mario Barrios. It's going to be a great fight. But we'll have it here. We're live. We're back Saturday night after the fight to give you all the details round by round to see what happened. Ocho, here's the list back to the NFL most hated players. Here's the full list from Vegas Insiders. Can you see it?
No, I can't. If Ash can just text that to me, so I can really chime in on this. I like this. I want to see who's hated.
Josh Allen, he's number 17 for the most hated, but he's number 1 for most loved. Kenneth Gant is number 2 for most loved. Cam Ward, number 3. Bo Nix, number 4. Ty Robinson is number 5. Jaden Daniels, 6. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is number 5 most hated, but he's the 7th most loved. Russell Wilson, number 8 most loved. Justin Fields, number 9. Aaron Rodgers, number 10. Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence. I don't know who put this head on Trevor Lawrence, but this ain't Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I got the list in front of me, and most hated obviously being Jalen Hurts, Jake Moody. How in the hell did Jake Moody? How is he the most? Who the hell voted on this?
Don't start me the line.
I mean, listen, I can understand Luther Burden. Luther Burden has had some issues, some issues obviously on social media. A lot of people going back and forth. Hey, Unc, no disrespect, but people hate Cole Strange.
Bro, I'm thinking he a tight end, right? Ain't he a tight end? From Jacksonville. He from Jacksonville or Miami?
I see Miami.
But he's from
It says Miami. Deshaun Watson. I mean, we understandable.
Oh, he's a guard?
Tyreek Stevenson.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm trying to figure out how these offensive linemen and some of these players like, bro.
Some of this really doesn't make sense to me. Most of the time, players that are hated are those that are always at the forefront, or those that are very active. So this is confusing me. We see Justin Fields on here. We can kind of understand why people hate Justin Fields. Obviously, the Jets not having any success. Anthony Richardson, the ups and downs that he's had in his career. We can get it. Shamar Stewart. We can see Bengals fans being upset at him. I can understand why he's made this list. Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he rubs a lot of people the wrong way, obviously. Either you like him or you don't. There's really no in between with him. Zach Wilson. Who doesn't like Zach Wilson? I love Zach Wilson.
What?
Anybody that doesn't like Zach Wilson, there's something wrong with you.
He don't even play.
Again, exactly. Why do people not like Zach Wilson?
Cooper Rush.
What? All right, I see Joe Burrow on this list. I think people don't like Joe Burrow because, I mean, for obvious reasons. I mean, Joe Burrow. He has a supermodel as a girlfriend. I mean, he looks like a damn supermodel his damn self, and he's the quarterback of the best team with the best dual threat of wide receivers in the NFL. So I understand why they hate him. Yeah, this is a cool list. Hold on, why the hell is Cooper Rush on here?
Tell me so we both know.
Why is Josh Allen all the way at 17? Why is Myles Garrett on the most hated list? What is there to hate unless you're a Steelers fan and you're still holding what happened with him between him and Mason Rudolph against him? That's pretty much it. And Cam Ward. What the hell did Cam Ward do? What did Cam Ward do to be on the list of most hated?
Look at him, Ocho, he's number 3 for most loved.
Yeah, this app makes absolutely no sense.
Look at Josh Allen. He's number 1 for most loved. Kenneth Grant.
Yeah, I don't know who made this. Hey, who the hell is that? That ain't Trevor Lawrence. Who is that with the dreads?
Don't start.
They got Travis Hunter. Oh,
and that ain't Travis Hunter either. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, that list is weird. It's kind of weird. You kind of understand why some people hate certain people. Obviously, Jalen Hurts. His hate is well renowned, because people do it publicly, whether it's players, whether it's analysts, whether it's pundits, and whether it's fans. But some of the people on here, it makes no sense.
No.
What the hell did Josh Moody do? What did Jake Moody do? Excuse me, Jake Moody. What did Jake Moody do?
I mean, Rashawn Slater got hurt. Why you hating him? The man got hurt.
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones barely even talks. I barely heard him. I barely hear him talk. All he does is he leaves New York. He goes to goddamn Indianapolis and changes the trajectory of that franchise until he got hurt. I don't know. It's a confusing list.
Jake Moody was the guy that kept missing those. He missed those kicks for the 49ers. Remember? And they released him because he was hooking. He was kicking issues in the San Francisco Bay.
Okay, so it's the 49er fans that hate him then, obviously. Okay.
I'm assuming it's everybody. It's the fans that voted on this. They didn't get no team vote.
Oh, that's messed up. Hey, that's funny. As long as I'm not on the list, that's all that matters.
Ocho, Jared Jones became a Hall of Famer in 2017, but he says it never would have happened without the presence of one key player. Jared said, I have a gold jacket. I wouldn't have the gold jacket had Michael Irvin not played for the Cowboys, in a manner of speaking. To be involved and be around winning mentality or that winning physicality, when Michael says it, I listen.
Oh, yeah? I like Jerry giving Mike praise, for him getting his gold jacket. But hell, if Mike didn't play there, he still would have got that gold jacket regardless. Who? Jerry?
Michael was the heartbeat. He was the heartbeat of that team. That Michael was, and it's not very often that the leader of your team is a wide receiver. But playmaker was it. He was the heartbeat of that. And you see him on the sideline. It's Michael that's getting in everybody's ass. It's Mike. I mean, Troy went every once in a while, but normally it was Mike.
Right.
Do your damn job.
Right.
But
this one, hey, she over here knocked out. Can you see her? Hold on.
Yeah.
Papa.
You know it wasn't gonna be long, Ocho. Ocho, the Cowboys reportedly.
Yeah,
you're not gonna like this, Ocho. The Cowboys reportedly fined George Pickens multiple times this season, per Todd Archer. It's not necessarily the content of the report, but the timing. Ocho, are the Cowboys trying to launch a smear campaign against George Pickens to try to tank his value?
I mean, no, you're not going to be able to tank his value anyway. Regardless of whatever fines he did have or whatever fines he received, his value is based on his production on the field. His value is based on his production on the field in between those white lines. Now, whatever sanctioning bodies find him for whatever reason, maybe being late and all that stuff, but they purposely do stuff like this on purpose. They purposely do stuff like this on purpose to kind of diminish your value. Hey, if he was late and you had to fine him, you know what? Let him go. Let him go and watch what happens on the open market. Let him go. So what's the point of coming out with this now? They always do stuff like this. Always.
My thing is, Ocho, why we
Talk
just
to
not
me.
finding
Talk
this
to me
out now?
nice.
If he did that during the season, why we didn't find out about it during the season?
Oh, you know why?
We did find out one. Him and CD was late when they was here in Vegas. They missed the bus. We found that. But why are we finding out that he got fined multiple times? And people don't get why I'm like, people, no, you supporting LeBron, you supporting LeBron. I say, no, if David Griffin felt like that, he should have said that when he was there. The reason why we're getting out of the Eastern Conference because when Ocho and I was going back and forth, a lot of you guys sided with Ocho, said, yeah, just tell the truth. I like when people tell the truth. So why didn't David Griffin say that then? That the reason why LeBron James is not as good as y'all believe he is, the Eastern Conference is just weak.
It was weak.
Why didn't he say that then? Don't wait till you're without a job to try to take your shots at him. That was the time for you to say that. You could have said that. Say, man, look here. I know y'all like to think that what we're doing is unbelievable, but you got to look at the conference that we're in. It's not very good. Say it then. Be that guy. If you want to be that guy, be that guy.
Now, he wasn't going to stand on business like that. He wasn't going to stand on business and say that while he's a part of that franchise while LeBron,
but now he want to take
LeBron
a
is there.
So, but see, when if I want to try to diminish you, what I do. So now what LeBron has done is not that, because if you look at the East, well then why didn't nobody else come out the East if it was that weak? So hold on, there's 30 teams. So there are 15 other teams. So why didn't nobody else from that stretch that LeBron was in the East, why didn't nobody come out of there if they were better than he was?
Just talking just to be talking. Just talking just to be talking.
That's all I just want to know.
Clicks?
I just want to know if it's not that big, if it's not that big of a deal, Ocho, he should have been able to like, you know what? Hey, LeBron ain't that, and LeBron ain't like that now. But no, you realize you know what it was. The man had 8 40-point games in one playoff run alone. 8. Averaged 34 points a game for the entirety of the playoffs. Don't try to all I'm saying is, if you want to make a point, I just believe in a situation, instead of just saying, look, We had the best player on the planet, and we knew if we had guys that can make timely shots, we had a chance to be successful. There is no guarantee.
Yes,
but when you say, oh, the conference was weak, even if Jerry Krause thought the Eastern Conference, he wasn't going to say that about Mike.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And hold on. I like this because this is good. You mean, wait a minute, you want me to play for a franchise that's telling my business? Wait, hold on. You
I
talking?
knew you was gonna say that.
Hold on. Well, hold on. This is something that happened in house. You mean not only did you take the fine money from me, and allowed you to take it out of my check, but now you done told the public?
Yeah.
You didn't let what I consider the family put our personal business out here on blast?
Yeah.
And you want me to come take a home team discount?
Yeah, I did that.
Hold on. You want to franchise tag
Yeah.
me? Nah. Y'all got me messed up, man. I'm NFL young boy. I tell you what. Let me go about my business. We ain't gonna
tell nothing else, I promise.
Nah,
We ain't gonna put no more of your business out there, Ocho.
Nah.
That was just one time. That was a slip.
Nah, ain't no slip. You let me know how you know what? I don't want to be a part of no family where everything that go in the house, it get out the house. I can't be here. I'm good. Oh, y'all trying to make me look bad. Y'all trying to embarrass me in public? Okay,
Ocho,
I see what it is.
Were you not excited to get to work? I was excited to go to work, Ocho.
It's different. It's different though. I lived in the damn stadium.
But you lived there for the first 3 years. You played you played the first 2 years. What about the other 8 years?
Hey, I would try to be the first one there so I can get to the stereo system.
Bad damn that stereo system. I was getting there. I wanted to have those special teams. Hey, I remember I had Frank, my special teams coach. I had with Hans team. We had Rich Smith. We had Frank Bush. We call it Brother Baines. I was like, man, look here. We're going to go over that issue on the field.
Yeah.
To come and be there for 5 minutes, and then they talk about, okay, if you're on the Hans team, you can leave. We go over that on the field. Damn, please.
Hey, but all jokes aside, I don't like it. I don't like it. You have a 53-man roster. You have one of your better players that had somewhat of a good season, who's had slip-ups in the past. He's had issues in the past, whether it be on the field or off the field. And the fact that he's on a new team, had an exceptional year this year. Obviously, he's looking to get paid based on his production, and the fact that something like this comes out purposely, on purpose, to diminish his value. Again, I don't think he can diminish his value anywhere else, especially if he's able to get onto that market. I'm sure maybe if the Cowboys, did what was best for them, they let him go and get some pieces and get some other things that they need, because there are other questions that need answers on the defensive end, instead of having everything front loaded offensively and not being able to stop anybody. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. I mean, it's unfortunate. I promise you he wouldn't have any slip ups. He had one, and one is good. One is good for a player that's improving, that's working on himself.
That ain't what this thing said. This thing said he had multiple. You do realize multiple is more than one.
Yeah. He was just late. He was just late. The red light catches some time, huh? The red. You know how them red lights is.
This man here, Chad. Y'all hear this man?
Hey, you know how that.
As long as the blue light don't catch you, you okay?
Yeah, that's it. But hell, if I'm David Mulugeta, I like the fact. See, I can't even trust this organization to do right by my player. This is someone that we can't even trust you. In-house? How you let this get out the house? Nah, man, I don't want nothing to do with this, man. Go ahead, let me get my walking papers. Don't worry about it. We good.
It ain't gonna happen.
Why? You know why it's not gonna happen? Because you understand the value.
Yeah, for sure.
You understand how good he is. Yeah.
And the thing is, Jerry probably gave him that money back. Because that's the one thing about Jerry. If you play well, Jerry ain't looking at you. Jerry Jerry like to party him damn self. Now he really got a little old. Now he can't party like he once could. But Jerry like to have a good time his damn self. So Jerry ain't gonna hold that against you if you go out there and ball.
Yeah. Hey, that's all he care about. That's all he
The
care
man
about.
just said playmaker. He got a gold jacket called a playmaker. Did anybody go harder than Mike? And he my dog.
Come on now.
So Jerry don't cut up.
Hey, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
If you handle your business on the field,
Yeah.
all is forgiven with Jerry.
Hey, wait, listen, Unc, winning and being productive cures all. Winning and being productive. If you can't win, at least be productive. Now, that both of them can't be horrible. You can't be losing and non-productive.
Correct.
Nah.
Ocho, there's another one. Production intolerance. When production is high, so is tolerance.
Hey, you say it all the time.
And you saw what George Pickens did. He was second team All-Pro. Could have easily been first team All-Pro. So a few missed meetings, being late to meetings or late to practice or late to whatever, missed the bus. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. We left a little early anyway. I'm telling you. But Pick, get your money, man.
Yeah.
Don't let them people play with your money. Get your money.
Raiders.
Uh-huh.
No, I was just scheming Raiders. That's all.
Ocho.
I can see.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I can see it now. When you're landing in Vegas, huh? Hey, Pickens, listen to me. When you're landing in Vegas, right? And as you landing on the spear, you can see a picture of George Pickens on the spear. That's how they gonna have it when he signed with the Raiders.
You might be right.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Packers running back Josh Jacobs spoke about playing with Antonio Brown with the Raiders in 2019. This is what Jacobs had to say. He be in meetings on his phone, and he ain't even hiding it that he's on his phone. The only person to go out there in the field and never mess up a play, the hardest worker ever.
That's always been him.
Ocho.
That's always been AB.
How you on in the meeting on your phone?
Mm-hmm. Hey, when he touched that field, you know what you get. He's one of the hardest workers. You got to understand. Me and AB been working out together since 2001. Every offseason. He wasn't even in the NFL yet. Every offseason. So I already know why the product on the field looked the way it did. Because we all work the same way. We work the same way every single offseason. I'm not sure at what point in our career did things go that way. Because I understood what it took for us to even get to the NFL. I don't know when he went off track a little bit.
You became great and kept that same focus. He became great and they let stuff slide. Production intolerance. So when he missed a meeting, they let it slide. When he was late for practice, they let it slide. Remember the last game of the season, he was supposed to play and he was late. He showed up 30 minutes before they were supposed to kick off, and Mike Tomlin deactivated it. Remember that? So that's the difference. What you did is that you became great and you still showed up on time. He used that time to like, damn, okay, I can get away with stuff. That's the difference.
Hey, he was special though.
Yes. I believe he had another 300 catches in him, another 3,000 yards, another 30 touchdowns. Yes, he did. He was.
That's that
but
boy.
He got high on his own supply. You got to realize, Ocho, what the Steelers let you get away with, they weren't going to let you get away with that at no place else. What your first relationship let you get away with, nobody else will, because they know the backdrop and they know how it ended with them. So even though we let you get away with it, you see what happened? So I've got to hold you accountable. Everybody knew the story. They had a walkthrough in the hotel. Ocho, how do you miss a walkthrough in the hotel ballroom? You in the hotel, Ocho. Ocho, we got a meeting going on in your backyard. All right. Damn, everybody there. What the hell, Ocho? It's in your backyard. How you miss that?
Right.
It just and it just got to the point. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. I wish there was someone that could have reached him, that could have that AB had a 5-year, 6-year stretch that you could put aside alongside Jerry's, T.O., Randy, Larry Fitzgerald, Torrey Holt, whomever the receiver is, whomever your favorite receiver is currently. AB had a
Legend.
5-6 year stretch that'll rival anybody that's ever played that position that's ever played in the NFL.
Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. And one thing that I've always done is obviously I understand the stuff that happened on the, off the field. Being a very, very, very good friend of mine, but there's certain boundaries that I don't cross. Allowing people to mature, allowing people to grow within their own right, and not wanting to interfere in what they have going on, because you have people surrounding you, and you don't want to somewhat butt into people's personal business and personal space. So AB is one that I've always allowed to spread his wings and do his own thing. But I've always been a huge advocate for what he's done on the field. Always showed love, always talked about him in high regard based on the relationship that we've always had. Not agreeing with what he's done off the field. I don't agree with that. But the work we put in over there, it's been damn near 20 years now.
Yeah.
And sure. Just think about where we came from to where we ended up and to how it's going now. I wish it could have been different. And he has time to right his wrongs.
Yeah.
He has time to right his wrongs still. Now, it might not be on the field.
No, that's over. Once he threw those pads in the stands and he did what he did in the Meadowlands or what Jet Stadium, whatever they call it, Ocho, it was over. His career was effectively over. After he said what he said about Tom, I could have never done that. After that man took you in, allowed you to stay, I could have never done that. Yeah. But the problem is, Chad, like, you say production intolerance. But you see what happened is that if he'd have been on the roster the first week of the season, that $30 million becomes guaranteed. So if he don't have the guarantee and he behaving like this, Ocho, how's he going to be when he got $30 million guaranteed?
On point.
No, he's not.
You don't think so?
He was making money in Pittsburgh and he wasn't on point. He was showing up late. He was doing all that stuff. So you mean to so in other words, you just told us last night, if you can't manage $1,000, you can't manage $100,000. So in other words, he's getting preseason money and behaving like this. What happens when he gets $30 million fully guaranteed?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Now I'm just using what you said. That's what you told. Chad, what did Ocho say last night? If you can't manage $1,000, you can't manage $10,000. If you can't manage $10,000, you can't manage $100,000. If you can't manage $100,000, you can't manage $1 million. So the man making $1,500 a week in training camp. You mean to tell me that now all of a sudden he ain't gonna be on his phone in meetings when he's got $30 million guaranteed? He's gonna show up to walkthroughs that's in the hotel ballroom.
Hey,
go ahead.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Being on that phone, right? In the meeting rooms, missing that walkthrough, right? When that whistle blow at 1:00 on Sunday, what you get on the field?
You got a singular focus. I gotta manage a team, Ocho.
No, but answer the question. What do you get when he gets on the field?
He played well.
Where it matters. We got a lot of people be in the meeting rooms, right? They don't be on their phone. We got a lot of people show up to the meetings on time. But on Sunday, they ain't worth a goddamn.
So in other words, you'd have tolerated that.
Yeah, like the Steelers did all these years. Why? Because what is he giving you on the field?
And what happened?
And what happened? What?
They got rid of him. He goes to the Raiders.
What
did the Raiders do? Got rid of him. He goes to the Patriots.
At the Raiders, he would trip, boy.
Ocho, we talking about the Raiders. This is the Raiders story.
I'm talking about the Raiders. I was just speaking in general.
So he goes. He leaves. You'd have thought he learned his lesson, but I said this in 2016 when he went Facebook Live in the locker room after they beat the Chiefs. I said, boy, they created a monster. Yeah. I said, if they don't suspend him, they've created a problem that they're not going to be able to harness, and I be damned. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay.
Hey, but the funny thing. The funny thing about it is we talk about, the issues and the behavior most of the time, when also the owners in general, the teams, the coaches, when you have a player that's that productive, a lot of this stuff slides for a very long time. It slides for a very long time. And he just happens to be one of the cases. There are many cases. I'm talking with some of the greats, the elite greats that have had these same issues over the years. And we hear the stories all the time. Obviously, there's no need to bring it up
Right.
right now, being that we're on topic of just him in general. But some of us are able to do it the right way. You were able to do it the right way. I was able to do it the right way, pushing the envelope a little bit. I love pushing the envelope, Unc, without crossing the line, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
I knew what lines not to cross. I'm gonna get to the line, but I ain't gonna jump off the
How
cliff.
about this, Ocho? You get to the line and look over it. You don't step over it.
Oh no,
I can see
no.
everything I need to
understood.
see looking over the line. Like, yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't need to be over there.
I understood. Listen, I also understood is that window of opportunity I had in the NFL. People don't understand. I was a thinking man. I understood it was merely a chess match for me. How can I maximize everything I can out of this small window of opportunity, right? Without burning the bridge, because I'm going to need this bridge later on in life.
Yes.
And I tell you this all
Yes.
the time. I'm going to need this NFL bridge. I'm going to need this entity to be able to continue to push me forward in things that I want to do outside of the game of football. I understood that. So I'm going to piss him off a little bit, but there's certain lines I refuse to cross because I know I'm going to need you later on.
Yes.
I know I'm going to need you. So I was playing their game, doing it my way, but understand I'm still going to need you on the back end. So I'm not going to burn the bridge fully. I'm going to light it, but I ain't going to burn it down.
Yeah, man, Ocho, he got the numbers that he got. AB had another 300 catches in him.
Easy.
He had another 2,000, 3,000 yards in him.
Easy.
I just wish somebody could have got to him and said, AB, do you realize what you're costing yourself? And they gassed him up because you remember he got on, yeah, AB, you free. That man can't tell you what to do. That's a grown-ass man. Why you tripping? Y'all gassing this man up to lose 30 million?
Yeah.
I just never understood that. I'm a grown man. I get that you're grown, but when you working when you working on somebody else's job, you have to. If they say your shift started this time, you have to be there.
Yeah, at that time, yes, sir.
I don't get it. I don't get this way of thinking. For some of us, it's not all of us, but some of us think like, oh, as long as I do my job. No, bro, it don't work like that. It does not. It does not. And the moment they get an opportunity, they're gonna let you go because you done got comfortable and you never gonna see it coming. And then the thing is, you're never gonna get treated in the second place like you got treated in the first. Because after a couple of incidences with the Raiders, what happened, Ocho? They let him go. One incident with the Patriots, they let him go. Tom Brady goes in there, vouches. Do you know what it takes for a quarterback of that ilk to vouch for you?
Yeah, he understands the value that you can bring and help. You gonna make my job easy. Come on now.
And then you do.
Come on down here to
Tampa.
come on down here to Tampa. Yeah, I can't even remember what happened, but I know it was something. But that's crazy.
I just hate that this man. He was special. He was special.
Absolutely.
And I think not enough. At the end of the day, he grown. At the end of the day, he grown. But I don't think he had enough people around him to hold him accountable. And the worst thing that can happen is that you go on social media and you let them gas you up. People that's never going to be in your position. People that would love to be in your position. And they telling you what they would do. Man, I wouldn't do that either, AB. If they were in that position, they do just the opposite.
Yeah, especially if they were that good. Especially if you were that good. I mean, it's easy for people to say what they wouldn't do when you can't do it. But when you can and you're that good at what you do, sometimes your thinking isn't logical as it is knowing you can't do it. Everybody say what they would do if they had $10 million. Well, it's easy to say what your ad wouldn't do when you ain't got $10 million.
Everybody goes, oh, man, I would, man, if I had $10 million, I still live. No, you wouldn't. Ain't nobody made that kind of money and still live in the exact neighborhood unless it's middle class to upper middle class. So stop lying. I mean, y'all just say that because y'all think it make y'all sound good. Oh, I'm down to earth. Ain't nobody making 10, 20, $30 million driving the same car that they grew up with. You're not buying a Honda. It sounds good. And on the internet, like, oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah. But you're not. You're not. Yeah. I don't know who y'all trying to convince, but I've come to the realization that the street committee, which is the internet, they're not real.
What you call them? The what? I like that. That's a good one.
But they're not real. They just say stuff and they hope somebody else picks it up like, yeah, and piggyback that.
Right. And agree.
What person you know, Ocho, make $10, $20 million and stay in the exact same neighborhood that they grew up in? But it sounds good.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Everybody is not happy that your success, that Ocho was able to leave the neighborhood. Man, Ocho left. Man, I remember Ocho, he right there in the poking bean, right there in Liberty City. He ain't have nothing. Everybody is not happy for your success, even though they watch you and could not to say they had your ability, but they watch you and what you did to become successful and then become envious of you when you became successful. Put it to you like this, Ocho. A lot of times failure loves company. Because if you're not careful, somebody will be mad at you, and they'll get other people to be mad at you because they're not successful. They're not successful. So guess what? Now you got two unsuccessful people mad at you because you became successful. You see how that company, how they love each other?
Yeah. Oh, they always do. Hey, we all got the same 24 hours. Now, what you choose to do with yours and what I choose to do with mine, that's on you. But I know what I'm trying to get to.
But they get mad at you, Ocho. Man, all you do is work, Then I have success. Man, don't nobody need no house that size. So I guess I'm supposed to stay in the same square. I make it. I'm supposed to stay in the same 1,000 square foot cinder block home that I grew up in. As a matter of fact, why don't I just build an outhouse? I don't need no running water, no indoor plumbing. You can't get mad at someone's success because they're willing to do what you want or can't. Sometimes it requires both. BOFF, both.
Both. And you know what? Another part I hate too is when you put all the work in. When you put all the work in, right? And you become successful, the people that had nothing to do with your success, all of a sudden they act like you owe them something. I don't owe you.
I can give you something out of kindness of my heart, but I don't owe you anything.
Owe you nothing. Absolutely not. The hell? Get you what?
Boy, hey.
Pay for who? You got an idea? Hey, everybody got an idea, Unc. Everybody always has a brilliant idea on what to do
with your money. Man, if I had it, well, God must know something because he know you'd F it up if you had it, so that's why he didn't give it to you. That's your passion.
Oh.
Okay, man, I have me a car wash, I have me a fleet of salons. Okay, that's your dream. That ain't mine.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
And then here's the thing, Ocho. So where your money? How much you putting up? Nah, man, I'm gonna run it. Nah, all you gonna do is run your mouth. So I'm fronting all the money, and you got no skin in the game. Anybody that doesn't have skin in the game, it's easy for them to walk away.
You ain't got to take no loss.
Nothing. Man. Somebody talk about Warren Buffett. Hey, y'all, let me ask you a question. How does Warren Buffett fly? Is he on Delta? Or do he got a $50 to $70 million private jet? You see? Anybody else y'all care to mention?
Them folk, they're a little different, man. They live
And
different.
the thing is, look, when you got that kind of money, I mean, at some point in time, I mean, some people like land and, they buy artwork or they buy cars, but they have habits. I guarantee you, Warren Buffett got something. I understand he got to, he like to go to Dairy Queen and get a
McDonald's.
Yeah,
Love
like
McDonald's.
ice cream cones. He got something. He got some artwork. He got something.
He live different.
And I don't blame him. But guess what? Breaking news. Jacob said he ordered the calamari. But you blame me.
Well, you blame me.
You and Jacob ate both. I had one piece.
Hey, calamari good, boy.
It is.
I like me some calamari.
It's the only seafood I can eat. It's a mullet, not a shellfish. But anyway, Dwyane Wade said he never received an invitation to participate in the dunk contest throughout his career. I'm going to name one person that never got a dunk contest. Is one of the greatest dunkers in the game of basketball, Flash, myself. If you mean most dunks by a guard in NBA history of the game and never got in the dunk contest. I'm the number one guard in the history of the NBA by far and never got asked to be in the dunk contest. I don't know if I ever would have because I never was asked. Right now, I'm still holding the record, the most dunks by a guard. Ocho, are you surprised that D-Wade was never asked to be in the dunk contest?
I mean, they shouldn't have to ask you if you really want to do it. You'll submit yourself to be able to go do it. I think, obviously, it's something that he really didn't want to do back then, especially when you want to do something, you insert yourself in those conversations, to let them know you want to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, D-Wade was man, he's that boy.
Yeah. They had to get him within his first 3 years. Because I think after your first 3 years, you start getting 20. I mean, I think Jordan did it up until 88. So
yeah,
he came in 84. So Jordan probably would have been like 25, 26. I think after you get probably that, you're like, nah, this ain't for me.
Yeah. Hey, Wade was bouncing.
Oh yeah,
too,
for
boy.
sure. But before the
boy.
knees got really arthritic and stuff like that.
Yeah, he bouncy.
Wade was like that. He was him. Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson have attentively agreed to an exhibition match in the Democratic Republic of Congo on April 25th.
Okay.
Ocho.
Wait, that's next month. Oh, 2 months. 2 months.
After you saw Iron Mike in the ring against Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Tyson in the ring at 60. You cool with that?
Hey, not really. Not at 60. No, I'm not cool with it. Obviously, for Floyd, I would love Floyd to have an exhibition with someone else that is somewhat a little bit more active, someone that can protect themselves a little bit, someone that can pose somewhat of a challenge. As great as Floyd is, as good as Mike Tyson once was, what they can do is they can protect themselves. They can fight and still protect themselves, And this is almost like what Floyd loved to call a bank robbery with no mask.
He said it.
And he's always been good at that over the years. But I would love for him to somewhat challenge himself just a little bit. And if you want to do an exhibition, let it be Manny Pacquiao.
No, Manny's trying to
win. Give the people. Hey, my point exactly. Give the people something that we want to see, something that we will all pay for and we will enjoy. Is a rematch of Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. I think him and Mike. I'm not sure how much Mike can give you at 60, but
that's too big of a.
I don't know. We're gonna see.
That's too big of a weight discrepancy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are they gonna have on 20-ounce gloves?
Nah, they probably wear 10s. They ain't gonna hit each other though. That's why I said because they're so good, because they're elite, they can protect themselves.
Look,
what you think about it?
People gonna pay to watch it. I mean, obviously we got to talk about it, so I got to watch it. But I'll be honest. If I wasn't doing this job, I wouldn't watch it. Just being honest.
Right.
I don't think you would either.
Who me? Oh, yeah. I could be honest with
Yeah.
you too. It's not gonna be much to watch because Mike is not the same at his age.
Floyd ain't the same
We
either.
know what he wants. But even a Floyd that's not the same, he's still sharp and it's still something to watch. It's something to look at, which is why I prefer him doing something like this with Manny Pacquiao instead.
But Manny Pacquiao can hurt you. You don't believe Tyson gonna let his hands go and have the reflexes to hurt Floyd?
I mean, the only way he could have hurt Jake if he wanted to.
Yeah.
He could have hurt Jake if he wanted to. All he had to do was sit in the pocket like he fights everyone else in the world. He never fights from a distance, ever in
Well,
life.
I guess what you call him. I guess Anthony Joshua didn't get the memo.
Man, listen. Mike had 2 rounds where he could have taken Jake out if he wanted to. And those were the first 2 rounds, would have been his best shot. Cut the ring off the right way, smother him, and fight in the pocket like you've done the entirety of your career. If he wanted to do that, he could have, but he chose not to on purpose.
Right.
If you watch it again, clear shots are right there for Mike to take.
Missing. Point blank.
He missing on purpose. He not hitting him on purpose. Like, come on, man.
Well, Anthony Joshua, when he got his opening, he didn't miss.
Oh, hey, he wasn't playing. Hold on. And he didn't even take some of the shots he could have took. Anthony Joshua playing around, instead of cutting the ring off, he following him around the ring
tire
instead.
himself out.
Like,
and then guess what? He'll cut the ring off himself because he ain't got no legs to move.
Exactly. And he ended up, that's what happened to him.
And you
too.
know the thing is, in that sport there, getting tired is the worst thing that can happen. You drop your arms, you drop your jaw.
Hey,
your legs,
I know. I know.
Your
Like,
legs
I got
get
to
heavy,
that 4th round,
and you're sitting up.
man, I couldn't. Yeah.
You're sitting up. But I wish him the best. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. But like I said, we gonna have to talk about it. So I watch it. But Ocho, yesterday, Michael Jordan NASCAR team. Not only did Jordan get the win with Tyler Reddick at the Daytona 500, but his Racing 23 XL had 3 cars finish in the top 10. It looked like Bubba Wallace was the most likely Toyota to get the win, having led a race high 40 laps. But Reddick came through late and got the win.
Hey, that's dope.
I mean, Mike was so happy because at the end of the day, you know, when you're an athlete and you compete at that level, what can I do, Ocho, to scratch that competitive itch that I got?
Got to win.
And you know, he had a motorcycle racing team. He had he got a fishing team that go out there and fish and try to catch marlin. And now, you know, he has this NASCAR team. That's the only thing. I mean, obviously he still likes to gamble. He still play golf. But when you have that kind of insatiable appetite for competition.
Yeah. Right.
And, you know, he went head to head with NASCAR. Everybody in NASCAR had gone along with NASCAR just running roughshod over about it. Mike, like, hell no, this ish unfair. And then he got a couple of those owners to go with him. Ta-da. Something that had been in place for NASCAR, probably been going on for 50 years. No, hell, since the 50s.
Long time.
And now, but man, look here. It's not every day. I was hoping Bubba can win one of these things. It would be like Tiger winning the Masters. You know, I can only imagine. I don't remember when Arthur Ashe won Wimbledon, the U.S. Open. You know, Althea Gibson when she won Wimbledon. I mean, I can imagine that's what it would be like to have in a predominantly, you know, white sport, to have someone of color, an African American, to win the Daytona 500. But congratulations, Mike. Tyler Reddick, first Daytona 500. He was so excited. I mean, you see him at the end of the race, bro. That joker like he wanted to cry. He's like, I'm so excited. I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, shoot, the Daytona 500.
That's it. That's
what?
I mean, most championships aren't held at the beginning. That'll be like the Super Bowl being held at the beginning of the year. The NBA championship at Wimbledon. Ain't no tune-up. Daytona 500. Let's go.
Let's go right away.
I mean, they got some other ones. They got the Coke 500. They got the Brickyard. They got some big races. Talladega. They got a race out here in Vegas in a couple of weeks. Texas Motor Speedway.
Hey, you going? You going?
Nah, they got a what's that? They got a big food event out here.
Nah, I want to go to the NASCAR race, huh?
Yeah, they got the Vegas Food Festival.
I don't want no food. I want to go watch racing.
Man, he don't get no ring for that. Jordan already had 7 rings. He had an NCAA title ring. There you go. But it was a great day. I'm excited. I still follow it a little bit. All my drivers are kind of gone. You know, I was a Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon fan. You know, after all my old guys left, the Bill Elliott's and the Harry Gants and the Neil Bonnets, all those guys, the Bobby and Donnie Allisons and all the Kel Yarboroughs. Once they kind of left, I got me some new guys now. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Darrell Waltrip, and then Little E came along. And now, you know, Chase Elliott, who's Bill's son, you know, Larson's. Danny Hamlin, I know Danny a little bit. He's the co-owner with the 23XL team.
Yeah.
But, you know, in the South, man, NASCAR was huge. You could not go to a convenience store without seeing the bandanas, without seeing the little metal cars. They had thermoses. They had everything. It's not like that.
Yeah.
Now. It's not like that now.
It depends on where you go. It's still big depending on where you go, depending on what city, what city you reside in. I mean, it's still huge. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of NASCAR. So I'm excited. Homestead Motor Speedway is right down the street, not that far. Obviously, Daytona right down the street as well. I'm going to my fair share of races, and to me, it's one of the best dates you can take someone on, especially if you don't know anything about NASCAR. Going to a NASCAR race and sitting out there in the stands, not that fancy stuff in the goddamn suite, in the stands and getting that feeling, smelling that. Oh man,
it's
ain't nothing like it, boy.
It's loud. I mean, to hear those cars, and you could tell the difference between the guys that got the big money tied up in their cars and the other guys that got money they got the car all white with one logo on it. And then you see Jimmy Johnson, and you see those guys' cars. They got all the decals on it, and you listen to their cars, and you look at the others like, yeah, bro, you're not finna win.
Oh yeah.
But it's I want to go. I got to get to the Daytona. That's one of the events that I haven't been to. You know, I've been to a Super Bowl, been to an NBA Finals, been to a World Series game, but I got to get to Wimbledon. Been to the U.S. Open, tennis. I need to go to Augusta. I need to go to Augusta too. See the Masters. See a round.
You like golf like that?
No, I don't. I need to get me a cart though. I can't walk no more. That's too far to walk. Yeah, I don't think they let you have a cart on the grounds though. Nah, you're not finna mess up big grass. They're not finna play that. I just want to go get one of them $1.50 sandwiches. Hell no, eat no damn pimento cheese. No, there's something wrong with you talking about some pimento cheese. Ocho, the Titans have the baldest coaching staff in NFL history. Take a look at your take a look at your board.
I see it. Boy, everybody got that cue ball, boy.
They got obviously Robert Saleh, and then you got Brian Daboll, and then you got Gus Bradley. I don't really know any of the other guys.
Everybody got that ball head, boy. Great minds think alike,
I guess it's like you showed up with hair on your head. Well, don't worry about it, bro. I'm sorry. We're not hiring today.
Yeah. Matter of fact, they might well bring me in too. What you think? No?
Nah. All right, time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q and A. Kimber Norwood Jr., Ocho. Would you ever do a celebrity boxing match? If so, who would you box besides James Harrison?
Hey, I forgot they fight. I already did one. It wasn't no celebrity. I actually fought someone that fights for real. I mean, Brian is a huge supporter. Brian Maxwell, a very good friend
Oh,
of
yeah.
mine. Huge, huge supporter of the show. Brian, right? He's a huge supporter, man. That's my dog. And boy, I think I made. Hey, Unc, I might have had 2 weeks to get ready, and so what I did double days. So really, that's only a month of work I was able to get in twice a day. But that ain't is one thing you don't play boxing. There's a reason why they say that, and I would never ever. Hey, I didn't want to make a mockery of their sport, so I really chose not to fight a celebrity. So I chose to fight someone with a combat sports background. Obviously, Brian does bare knuckle, and it was fun. I enjoyed myself. I was very uncomfortable because I'm not used to being in that type of environment, so I didn't know how to engage and be able to slip and dodge and block punches. So I was on my bicycle really the whole night.
Yeah.
So I tired myself out by the time we got to the fourth round. But since then, I haven't left the gym since. So I got like 5 years worth of work in me. And I would love to do it again. I would love to do it again. Obviously, it will not be a celebrity. It has to be someone with a boxing background so I can show the improvement from the first time to where I'm at now. And boy, that ain't no joke,
Hell
boy.
nah.
When that bell went off in his eyes, man, it's different, man. It's different. It's hard to explain.
Lab Casey 20, yo, Unc, if you don't mind to talk about it, how you talk about your farm and working in the fields. Does your family still own the land, or what ended up happening to it? No, we never owned that land. Originally, my grandparents' house burned down, and there was a white gentleman named Bill H. Durntz that built my grandparents a home on his land and let them stay there. So that was never our land, and it didn't charge us anything. Now, I don't know who builds a house and don't put, because the old house that they had didn't have indoor plumbing. It was wood, and most people had what they call shacks. That's what my grandparents had. There was an outhouse, and so when they built this cinder block, I don't know why they didn't have it wired for indoor plumbing and running water, but that's neither here nor there. But it didn't have that, but it did have an outhouse. But that was never our land, and I couldn't wait to get up out of there. I lived there until I was 20. I never forget, I went back to Savannah State. I was 20. I went back to Savannah State, and because my brother had gotten drafted in April of '88. Me and my sister went and looked at a home, and I remember, Ocho, the place that the home was built, me and the fellas used to go over there and sneak a peek. You know what I'm talking about. It was a pecan orchard.
Yeah.
Years early. And so, we used to, sneak a peek over there.
Yeah.
Never in my wildest dreams did I realize that one day that we would actually be living in that area. And I was like, man. But no, we don't own the land. I don't know. Libby say, I think Libby said she had rolled past it. I normally would go back out there, like when I was in college, and college, like my first 3 years in the league, nobody lived in the house, and so you could just open the door. And I remember I took my girlfriend out there, and we was walking through the house. I was like, this is where Granny slept, me, Granny, Spank, and Papa. I slept in this room. This was the living room. This was the kitchen. I mean, my bed in Atlanta would take up basically 3 rooms of the house. But anyway, and so we going back. So I said, this is where Libby and my nephew slept, in this room right here, and this is where the girls were sleeping. Gladys, Marinelle slept in the same bed, and then Shermanine and Jane slept in the same bed. So you can see how that was. Me, Granny, Spanky.
Yeah.
That's 4 people. Marinelle, Gladys, Shermanine, and Jane. That's 4 people. And then my sister and my nephew. That's 10 people. in 1,000 square foot. So anyway, we back in the back room. I say, well, this is where my aunt and them sleep. And I was like, well, you know, me and my brother, we used to, they would call us and we come get the rat snakes out. We would kill snakes in the closet. Because if you got rat problem, you're going to have a snake problem. Because they're going to come.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody tell you. And we had hogs. Rats love hogs. So you got rats, you're going to have a snake problem. So Ocho, so I was like, you know, I pointed to it. I said, this was the closet. And me and my brother, we'd have probably killed like 2 or 3 snakes in the closet. As we're coming out, there's an opening, and there's a big old rat snake coming down out the ceiling. I didn't see it because I was in front of her. I didn't see it.
Right.
She hollered. I'm like, what happened? He's long as this pool stick, and he's probably about this big around. So that was the last time I've been in the house. But it was nothing, you know, because we had chicken. You know, we had a farm. It was chicken, and I remember my grandma be in the kitchen cooking. And she's like, all right, boys, come get him. He's trying to come in the house. And it'd be a chicken snake or a rat snake on the screen.
Right.
Trying to come in the house. That was right up me and my brother's alley. We got something for you.
You like that, huh?
We got something for you.
So you're not scared of snakes?
I kill hell out of them. Now, it all depends on what type of snake it is. If it's a king snake, I'll probably let it go. Because king snakes eat rattlesnakes and moccasins and things like that.
Right.
But if it's a rattlesnake, and I understand rattlesnake, moccasin, cottonmouth, copperhead, I don't care. I'm killing you. Well, there ain't no corals in Georgia. No, they're in Florida. They're out this way. Yeah. And the chicken snakes, we had like we had like a chicken coop, and and Granny was like, boy, y'all seen them biddies? I'm like, no, ma'am. She's like, I wonder what happened to my biddies. Ocho, we go open the chicken coop. He probably 6.5, maybe 7 foot long.
7 feet?
He got 8 humps in him. He done ate my grandma baby.
He done ate.
So, you know, we had to do a number on him, Ocho. Me and my brother, we had to do a number on him. So we get him out there and take the sticks and bash him over his head. But ain't nothing we can do. He done ate the biddies now.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh yeah. We got a kick out of that. Killing possums. We killed a hawk one day.
How the hell you catch a hawk? It must have got stuck somewhere.
He swooped down and got my grandma chicken. Granny heard the chicken.
Yeah.
Out the door, me and Spank went. We got to get him, Ocho.
How you caught him before he got up off the chicken?
We didn't catch him. We killed him.
Oh, okay.
Peter, don't get mad. But I kill him again, he should get my grandma chicken. Joshua McGaw, can you explain why Darren Woodson ain't in the Hall of Fame, but Lynch, Dawkins, and Aeneas Williams are? I can't explain. I wish I could. I don't have a vote, and as I said before, I thought I knew what a Hall of Famer was. But when Derek Thomas had to wait 5 times, T.O. had to wait 3 times, I had to wait myself, and I had all the records with Super Bowl rings. I don't know what a Hall of Famer is, guys. I really don't. So, I wish. I played against Woody. I thought he was great. But I don't know anymore, Ocho. Sean _show. What you think about the KD files? What's the KD files? I don't know anything that they put out on the internet. I told you, Street Committee, I don't believe it. I'm sorry. Eagle fan 78. Evening, fellas. Hope y'all are well. Love the show. Any truth to the rumors that Knicks and Peyton are not getting along? Heard anything about this? I have not.
Nick and who?
Sean Payton and Bo Nix.
Oh.
Look, Sean is who he is. Bo is who he is. And I think Bo has to stand up for himself because we've seen Sean Payton's personality. If you don't, he's going to try to run over you. And at the end of the day, I understand that you're my head coach. And to a certain degree, you're my boss. But you can't talk to me less than.
Yeah, he made that clear already.
And so I'm glad both stick it up for himself. Ocho, I like that you always rep soccer jerseys, especially vintage soccer kits. Check out the 96 Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
Thank you. Love the show.
Borussia Dortmund. Yeah.
Hurts my heart to see a guy like this on Nightcap. Why hurt you? Look, I guess he's talking about Ryan Garcia. And I asked him about that, and he said some things. But is there no forgiveness? Is there no redemption? So anything that somebody says, they cannot be forgiven for. Is that where we are now as a society? I mean, have you not made a mistake? He said that, there are some things that he said, that he's done that he's not proud of. He was he was drinking. He was doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. But I'm sorry. Nightcap we're not a perfect platform. And we realize that sometimes our guests all of our guests are imperfect. And we're sorry that we have a platform that only perfect people listen to and watch. And you happen to be one of them. So I'm sorry that we had an imperfect person on and that your perfect ears had to listen to and your perfect eyes had to watch. Terrence G, what's up, guys? With the Hall of Fame controversy, y'all think Von Miller getting in? He was suspended 2 times, failed drug test, also trying to cover a second one because the carrier helped him. Yeah, I think he's going to get in. One of the preeminent pass rushers. I mean, he's pretty close to 140 sacks, Super Bowl MVP, a defensive rookie of the year, a multiple-time All-Pro, helped 2 teams win a Super Bowl. I think he gets in. Ray Cleves, should CP3 be considered the next player to transition to coaching, and could he go straight to a head coach? Yeah. JJ did. JJ Redick did.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to see a scenario where CP don't have at least the IQ that JJ Redick had.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if that's what he wants, but yeah, I'm sure. I hate that his career ended like this. I would love to see CP3, but everybody don't get a fairy tale ending, Ocho.
Yeah.
We don't.
But does he even want to coach though? I mean, it has to be something he wants to be, something he has to want to do. And I'm not sure, with the endeavors that he has going on outside of basketball, if he want to still be a part of the game like that.
I think the thing is his son is probably a freshman, or he probably want to spend time coaching him and getting him ready to try to go play college ball. So I don't know if he has the time right now to devote to being a coach.
Right.
Jason Hogan, Ocho, I can never understand the energy you have towards the Cowboys. What the backstory?
What energy? All my energy is good. Any energy I speak on the Cowboys has always been in a good manner. I mean, I'm confused. What you mean? I'm not Stephen A. Smith. All I say is the value in which I see George Pickens. He can reach and maximize his value elsewhere. And obviously, there's no need to be heavy on the forefront, having a crazy offense and still no defense. Right. So what's the point of scoring 50 points and everybody else going to score 58? That's all. Man, I love Cowboys. I love the fans. I like the star on the helmet too.
I am _Mike 3. Unc Ocho, any book suggestion for beginners? I want to become better at articulating myself.
Shoot. Well, I be butchering words like a mug. Whatever book you use, let me know too. Because I be butchering stuff up.
No, I think the thing is that you probably need to get a book articulating yourself. My problem was enunciating words, because if you notice when I get excited, my voice will rise, Ocho. Like
that's me. Hey, I get that high pitched voice.
Yeah.
I start talking too fast. I don't know why I do that.
And it's not clear. So, I went to see this lady. I would go to Philly, and my first couple of years when I was at CBS, they got me with a specialist. I would go to Philly a couple of times a year. She would come down to New York and work with me, and she gave me literature to read. She gave me this book to read. But at the end of the day, I heard Charles Barkley. I said, he's himself. Mm-hmm. We both have a very heavy colloquial dialect. I'm from rural South Georgia. He's from Alabama. And they didn't hire me to talk like Ed Bradley and James Brown. I had to be me. I was trying to be something that I wasn't. So at the end of the day, bro, be you. Just take your time. You got more time than you think. Like when you read the prompter or you try to read, you have more time than you think. My biggest thing is that a lot of times you read like you talk. You talk fast, you read fast. And sometimes you read faster than, sometimes I'll be going back, man. I'll be sending a text message out on edited. They're like, well, damn, I could have just took my time. By the time I left out it. Damn, I left out eight. I like, duh. I'm like, well, damn. If I'd have just took my time, Ocho, I'd have had it right. I wouldn't have to do anything. Kevin Sloghofer. Yo, when you going to have LeBron on Nightcap? He busy right now. $10 AB suffers from severe CTE. Perfect hit harmed him. I guess. Mike. What up, Unc and Ocho? I agree with Ocho. Do not send the food back because they'll be mad and spinning it. But I do like the way Unc pays for food for the crew. Unc can't afford it. He don't need that $5,900, Ocho. Is this Mike? Is this our Mike that said this?
No.
Oh. No, I'm sending it back.
But Mike, he watches his Nightcap and
Okay. No. Most of the restaurants that I go to, like when I go back home to Atlanta, I go to the same place. They know me. They ain't got no problem. And a lot of times I don't even have to say nothing. It's like, Mr. Sharpe, we forgot the dry plate. Give us just a second. We forgot. So that's why I like going to the same place, Ocho, because they know. Mr. Sharpe, the usual.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I tip well. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. We want to thank each and every one of our subscribers and each and one of our viewers tonight. Thank you. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We'd like to thank you for your eyes, ears, and your word of mouth. Thanks to you, Nightcap has become a success. If you're looking to purchase a bottle of Shea by Laportier, head over to LaportierCognac.com. If you cannot find it in a city or state near you, it is a premium VSOP cognac, the smoothest, best-tasting VSOP cognac on the market. Try it, compare it against others, and you'll see that it is the smoothest, best-tasting cognac on the market. Excuse me. We have the OG bottle, which is a $750, but now we have the Junior, which is the $375. Same great quality, same great taste, the same smoothness. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. We want to thank our very, very special guest, Ryan Garcia. He joined us tonight. He takes on Mario Barrios on Saturday. Wish him the best of luck in that fight, and hopefully gets an opportunity to come back on. He said he'd come back on and tell us how he did it if he were to win. So, Ryan, we wish you the best of luck, and thanks for joining us tonight. We're off tomorrow, but we'll see you Wednesday night. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. Thank you guys for joining us. Peace.